So it's still just me alone in the non-bonded boat.
I'm not bonded.
Mira's not bonded.
I'm not bonded.
You're not, but you're also a temp.
Hey! That doesn't mean I'm not important.
You're important, but... I'm not saying she's not important, but
She's fine.
She's not here for the long haul.
We don't
Here
know
for
that.
a good time.
Not a long time.
Exactly.
Coming to you live from the set of The Twilight Zone. We're here. The lights are off. We're back in time. It's the Unreliable Podcast with me, your host, Owen Baby Spice Watry. I'm surrounded by 4 people who I'm going to point out in different orders.
It's me, Dylan.
Michaela.
Lisa.
Brandon.
And we're going to get back to it after a rough last session where the party attacked the Ravager base hoping to stop the bomb. They found out the bomb was a Chaos Wielder. After a very tense series of events which led the Chaos Wielder with its pants down, running out into the alleyway, almost climbing up a building, almost climbing up a building, teleporting, almost climbing up a building, and then climbing up a building. Unfortunately, the buildup of discord was too much, and Loril was too close, and she is no more. At the very end of that session, Linnaeus grabbed the soul of the Chaos Wielder himself, and Linnaeus also took a point of strain. We are going to resume in a scene that might not have any impact on anything. Loril, you are suddenly standing in the middle of a hilly, grassy field. The wind is blowing medium strong, and you see no one directly around you. Off in the distance, you see tributaries and smaller rivers that start to slowly edge towards a coastline in the distance. Interestingly enough, the way the water is flowing is the way that the wind is also blowing. As you are standing there, you slowly start to make out the shapes of other figures, and you notice that you're not able to move on your own volition. Instead, every couple of seconds, you find yourself involuntarily, as if to keep your balance against the wind, taking a small step forward. You notice that the rest of the souls in this place, the people who are in the distance over different hills and valleys, are all also standing still and then occasionally taking a step in the direction of the wind. As you are standing there, you, for the briefest of moments, see the Chaos Wielder who had just done you and himself in before he blips back out of your line of sight. You have no context for this, and in between the wind, the change of scenery, the loss of your nearby friends, and the oppression of the environment, you don't really know what to make of that. This continues for some uncertain amount of time. You're standing there, the wind gusting at your back, slowly taking steps forward, closer and closer towards the edge of the coast. You see some people in the distance occasionally reach that coastline, and you watch as they, without struggle or want, but very subdued, walk their way into the sea. As you've been standing there, stepping forward, standing there some more, the wind at your back, slowly numbing you, you see something interesting and different that stands out to the rest of the environment. You see a man walking perpendicularly to the wind, and he's walking up to you. After what feels like ages, he finally arrives at the base of your feet. He's got scattered white and red hair. He's got a very overgrown set of facial hair and overall looks pretty late in years and pretty unkempt for his situation. As he walks up to you, he says out loud to you, "This must be completely different than anything you've ever seen before. Would you like me to know your name?"
Loril,
I see.
where are we?
Well, you are dead. I am technically also dead, and everyone around us is dead. And we are returning to wherever death takes us when we die. I came to ask you of your name because through circumstance and proximity, I will need your help. And unfortunately, I'm not able to do anything about your situation, but if there's anything you have left over as a sort of guilty payment, I could take a message or track down some errant family member which you need to take revenge on for you. But that's the extent of my powers.
Who are you?
You can call me Errol, and I am likely the only one of my kind. I'm a mortician, let's call it. So, any messages or things of revenge? Unfortunately, you're getting away from me here as you take another small step forward.
If you can let the others know it wasn't their fault.
Can you clarify who the others are?
The party I was traveling with, a new Gaian, another Sky Islander, and a Mainlander. She'll list their names off.
Of course. I am sorry, it sounds like you had a violent end. It's not fair.
She'll shrug.
Well,
We saved the people.
Good. That is good. Thank you. And he stretches a hand out towards you with his palm forward, and you feel the wind that is oppressing you abates, and then almost in a harsh gust starts to blow you backwards and away from the coastline. He takes another perpendicular to the wind step forward, grabs onto your ankle as the wind in a vicious gust almost entirely pulls you backwards sharply. Loril, your consciousness in this place ceases. And the last sensation you have is looking down, feeling the cold hands of this older man grabbing your ankle, and then you're at peace. Okay, so we're going to get into some downtime, where we're going to catch up with what has happened for everyone at home. I cut out from the end of last episode that everyone has leveled up to 5th level, which means they might have gotten some cool new powers or abilities as part of their novice path.
I'm at God.
That's the 5th level upgrade. You get to meet God.
Yeah, I worked it out with Owen ahead of time.
Let's just go around the table. So, Linnaeus, what'd you get at level 5?
Oh, more health. Yay! Just a
Love
little
more
bit.
health.
And 2 more powers. Thirsty Vines and Blood Thorns.
Sick. Thirsty Vines, brief summary?
Hold, please.
It's a great name. I love Thirsty Vines.
I mean, we were previously talking about how much of a plant perv Linnaeus is, and I was like, I got
It's been well established.
Thirsty Vines.
Everyone's talking about it.
Plant perv. Okay. Thirsty vines. Lashing vines spring from the trees and earth around you, whipping at the wounded and drinking their blood. When any creature in the area takes damage, it takes 1d6 extra damage and is impaired for 1 round.
Sick.
And then blood thorns. You pluck each target from the plant on which it grows, then pierce your flesh with it, allowing it to drink of your blood. Each thorn deals 1d3 damage to you. Once the targets have drunk your blood, any creature other than you can, as an action, pierce its own flesh with this thorn in order to heal damage equal to its healing rate.
Heck yeah.
And
Metal
lasts
healing.
for 8 hours.
Sorry, no metal healing.
No metal.
No metal.
Non-metal healing.
Non-metal
healing.
healing.
Non-metal blood.
They last for 8 hours, too, so I can do it and keep them.
Very almost Ravager of you, in a way.
Thank you.
No demons in there, which you can work on it, but...
Well,
I don't know. Linnaeus probably has plenty of demons at this point.
Michaela, what happened to Mira?
Mira got 6 more health. Mira got something called Never Surrender. Let's see. As an action or a triggered action on your turn, you can draw bottomless reserves of endurance. It lasts for 1 minute while it occurs. Let's see. You heal 1 damage at the end of each turn, and it occurs even if you're incapacitated, but you can't reduce your damage beyond half of your health, rounded down.
Oh, yeah. What's his asshole had that.
What's his asshole did have.
Yeah. So that'll be helping. Yeah.
Yes.
Svi.
And then Outlast. So it just kind of boosts exhaust enemy. So I get 1 boon on my strength attack, and I get it deals 2d6 damage instead of 1d6 damage for exhaust enemy.
Okay. Wonderful. And then Saxter.
Well, I got 3 health, which is half as cool as Mira's health gain. But I did get a flat +1 to defense from that. Then I got something called Momentum, which is sweet. When you use an action to attack with a weapon, you either deal 1d6 extra damage with that attack or make another attack against a different target at any point before the end of your turn. If you choose to make a second attack, you can move up to half your speed before making the attack.
Ooh. You're going to be all over.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, downtime. So, 3 weeks of downtime. As a reminder, you have downtime actions such as rest, home, knowledge, skill, relationships, wealth. So I think for each week, unless you want to do something specifically like stretched over time, maybe just have 1 or 2 per week, in addition to your out-of-camera training to level your character up to 5. Do any of you currently have stress?
I mean, always, man.
I have
But
to
not in the
strain.
game, no.
Okay. I think coming out of this most recent event with the passing of Laurel, I'm going to give everyone 2 stress.
2 stress.
Strain? That probably was what I intended, because I didn't put any other rules in here about what I wanted stress to do. So I must have meant strain. So,
the
sorry.
2/3 chance every day to remove a strain.
In downtime, that's captured as part of the rest action. It will fully clear your strain as part of an extended rest period that you're taking. And doing rest will also give you an inspiration. So, over the course of these next 3 weeks, at the very end, after you all have cleared away the small Ravager detachment that was inside of Wrathhead, the Navy was informed by you all somehow. They went forward and had a naval battle outside of the port of Wrathhead, and a couple of the Navy ships sunk, and a couple of the pirate ships sunk, and a couple of the pirates got away. All said and done, the blockade has been cleared from the inlet going into a lot of the other rivers going up into the Far East, and for that they were very grateful. They decided to give you all 120 sapphire.
Mm. So it's what, 30 sapphires each?
Well, 40.
Sorry.
Thanks, Brandon.
40 sapphires.
I didn't forget that you were dead.
I also have all of Laurel's money.
Yeah.
That's what, 8 rubies?
She had a little bit.
Right, you
Yeah,
got Laurel's money,
quite a
you
bit.
got her spear. Was there anything else that I forgot you took last time?
It was just the big stick and the money.
Okay.
Just the big stick in the money.
Speak softly and carry a
2
big
things that
stack.
remind us of Laurel.
Exactly. Big sticks and money.
Big sticks and money.
She loved dancing up in the air. Okay, so 3 weeks, 1 or 2 downtime actions per week. Who has ideas of what they want to get up to?
I got one.
Great, go for it.
Mine's more... I don't know if this will actually give me a boon. It's more for flavor. But Saxter's working on a screenplay
Elaborate.
Okay, it's about a bunch of immortal people from the Sky Islands that can only be killed if their heads get cut off, and they have to kill each other and cut each other's heads off. And the tagline is "There can be only one," and it's called the Skylander. And the main character is named Baxter, and he's hunted and pursued by his arch nemesis Viril. But it ends up being that he's the last Skylander. He's the only one.
Oh my goodness! Amazing. So is this wealth? Or are you trying to get like a?
I don't know if I'm ready to shop it around yet. It needs a little revision, but it might be just rest.
Okay, yeah. Let's rest. You don't have to roll for. So you clear all your strain.
Psychopath.
You get an inspiration for resting. Your strain is gone, and you now have a started screenplay for whatever a screen is.
Sweet. Yes. I'm also working on a song, like a theme song for it. You say wyvern, I say wyvern. Beautiful. But it's a little rough. It's not ready yet.
Gotcha. Who else? Linnaeus.
I have 4 strain. Do I have to roll for it, or over 3 weeks will that?
So we're in downtime, so you have to either take the rest action or it won't dissipate.
But I want to read. I'm going to read.
You can take a couple actions in a week, depending on what you're trying to do. 1 or 2.
I want to see how much reading I can get done.
Okay.
That's my main focus.
Strain. I don't have my
It's
normal
a
good
D6
reference.
every time you rest, and on a 3 or higher, you reduce it by 1.
Yeah, but I'm looking up what its normal effect is. What does it do to you for your normal rolls?
If your strain reaches your will score, you suffer an essence break. And you also get, when you get new strain, you get fatigued for a number of rounds equal to your new strain total.
Okay.
And if you're already fatigued, you instead become stunned.
Okay. So, yeah, you don't have to clear it if you don't want to. So you're going to work on reading your book.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll D20. Let's see. What... Do you have any... You can do you have any profession? Any one profession that would help you with that?
No.
Okay. No boon from that. Do you have any resources or investments that would assist you with this sort of thing? Any relationships as well related to book?
Hey, Mira. Do you know how to read?
Elaborate?
Can you read in other languages?
Yes.
What
What
languages?
are you interested?
I got this really interesting book.
Oh. That's brand new information. Where did you get this from?
Here and there.
Oh.
Well, here. Well, there, actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like reading, so I, pick up books every now and then.
Books and languages you can't read?
I thought I could learn, but we haven't really had a chance to.
Mm-hmm.
I like to push my knowledge, learn new things, like different languages. If I'm going to become a politician, it's good to know multiple languages.
Yeah, I suppose you're right on that one.
Yeah. So, what do you know?
A few languages.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So did you buy this book from a bookseller, or by what means did you acquire this book?
I found it.
People don't generally just leave books lying around.
Sometimes they do. I'm going to try it on my own first.
Okay. We're going to say in your first week you're trying on your own.
That didn't go well. She didn't tell me what she knows. I don't even know if she can read.
Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a flat roll.
That's a 1.
1 through 5 goes badly.
Wait.
But there's a glimmer of hope.
It's a 4 with my intellect.
1 through 5 goes badly, but there's a glimmer of hope at the end, or something is gained. Linnaeus, you set out to read this book. And by all intents, this tome with a bunch of the different, diagrams of bodies and weird nagis that it's written in, it just confounds you. The going is slow. It doesn't feel like you come across any useful information on the pages that you start to try to decipher. You start at the front and you start to go through the pages, and a lot of this stuff is really, really boring, mundane stuff about a guy named Errol Salningyor who lived in part of the mainland, and it sounds like he's just like a mortician or something, and he's just interested in documenting his day-to-day work. And so he just writes about bodies and embalming and rude, noble people who come to visit him, and it's really more of a work diary. And you get nothing from it. Cool. Your glimmer of hope or something gained. You're reading through this book, and it's probably getting to the end of the week, and you're starting to get a little frustrated with the lack of useful or interesting information you got out of it. It's starting to almost feel like this book is a dud. You finally take a break, you pack everything up, and you go for a walk to go grab some food around town. You get it, you eat, you start to clear your mind, and you head back to where you are living at the time. I don't know if you're still at the washed up seaweed or whatever I called it.
Probably, yeah.
That was close to it, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
I think that was it.
I don't remember what it was. And the reputation of this bar does not merit me going back and looking.
It is the washed up seaweed.
Oh, shit. Cool. You head back there. You're walking down a couple side alleys. The city's felt better since the Ravagers have gone. A lot of the people who were starting to stick around and loiter and get up to no good have left now that their ships can leave. And so the town feels less claustrophobic and less hot. You're heading down a side alley, which you don't feel as scared to take anymore. And as you're stepping down that alley, you see a figure that you have not seen since a week ago. You briefly see, just for a half second, Laurel, and in a voice that is not hers, you hear, "I just wanted you to know it's not your fault. You did the best you could. Keep reading."
Oh.
And she steps backward into the shadows and disappears.
I'm gonna go knock on Mira's door.
Knocking on my door.
Knocking on Mira's door. Okay.
Mira, in the week that you were not asked for help, what did you get up to? Reminder of things you can do. Though it sounded like I just interrupted you, and I apologize. I'm not an ally. You can rest, clear strain. You can start to build up a home or a base of some sorts, get knowledge, improve your skills, improve your relationships, or pursue wealth. Or other things that we can homebrew around that.
I feel like I probably improved my skills and like trained a little bit.
Great,
Just
for sure.
I'm a bone recruit, and I'm just watching a man read a book. So
Okay.
Gotta keep sharp.
yep. Just go to like a gym or something. Swing my bone sword around or whatever it is. that I
There
have.
are like sparring grounds that you can go to pursue this sort of thing. Go ahead and give me a roll for that. Do you have any profession that would be applicable?
Mercenary and soldier? Question mark.
Yeah, one of those would help. So you get a boon from that, and
Then I get one extra for something that I have on page 22.
Oh. Well.
I don't remember what it is.
Expertise from being a mainlander at level 5.
Yes.
Okay. And then I'm also going to give you one more boon for being in the Bone Army.
Ooh.
They take
Bone
their
boon?
training as what?
Bone boon?
Yeah, a bone boon.
Bone boon. Okay. Oh gosh. Nice. Okay. 13.
13 is a straightforward success. You accomplish your goal. You set out to start training, getting better, and you do. Increase your max HP by 1.
Nice. 43. Nothing can kill me. I am invincible.
I know. Yeah.
Someday I'll hit 30.
I'd like to train.
I don't know. You could raise your health.
That was entirely off the cuff and not a hard promise in the future.
Okay.
1 max HP would bring me back.
You have a rocky moment in the afterlife. Okay. Was there any other thing you all wanted to do in the as like a quick second thing in that week, or are we good to move on to week 2?
Hello. Do I get downtime activities?
You have travel activities.
Damn.
Roll for encounters.
I console.
I can train and rest and pursue wealth.
Yes, let's say so. Mystery character will also have some downtime. So you are under the conceit of traveling currently.
Okay.
You're on your way to the Far East from Place. And we love Place. What would you pursue while you're traveling?
So if I'm not home and I'm traveling, probably over the course of the 3 weeks, it will be a combination of training, a combination of seeking wealth. I don't know if that's an option. I guess I am probably traveling for the majority of it. I was thinking like I could be doing odd jobs in the meantime. But...
Let's do a wealth roll then. You definitely have a profession that will aid you with this. So you'll have a boon from that. Do you have any other resources or investments for a boon for that? I think I'm going to give you one more from your character backstory.
Okay.
That ties in well. So you have 2 boons
Can
from
I call
that.
this a will roll?
No, it's just a
they're just flat G20s.
Yeah, they're just flat 20 wills.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a 9.
9 is you accomplish your goal at a cost. What did you lose? Your call for the thing lost, but you're somewhere along the job you took, something is going to be forfeited or lost or made in exchange.
My hunch is like something on the job like went wrong, and so I took like what I lost like strain or like took damage or.
Yeah, okay, I like that. Let's do a D3 of strain. So take 2 strain.
Okay.
And you also get 5. Actually, let's do 8 ruby as payment for. Is ruby below or above sapphire?
Above.
Oh, wrong way. Sorry. Is it
Pearls are under sapphire.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
pearl,
goes down to
sapphire,
pearls.
ruby.
Okay, 8 sapphire then.
Okay, I will take 8 sapphire. Thank you. I'm starting broke, so I gotta.
Okay.
Gotta build something up.
Cool. Let's. If there wasn't anything else to do in week 1, let's move on to week 2. Who wants to do something?
Read.
Great. Do you go get help from Mira this time, or
Yeah.
ask? Okay.
Just like knock on her door and just put my head on it.
You hear knock
Mira.
knock thump.
Is it evening time?
Sure.
I have a mud mask on.
That looks lovely.
It's fine. How can I help you?
Do you have an extra?
That's neither here nor there. What do you want?
Do you know how to read this?
Linnaeus holds up a book in Nagi's.
Yep.
Is it the book in Nuggies or the dictionary?
The dictionary.
Do you want to tell me where you got these books yet?
This one I legitimately found.
That I do believe.
I like how that implies that there's another book somewhere that
You don't know about his personal
less
collection.
legitimate.
That's Nagi's dictionary.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Can you read this book?
Is it the other book?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me where you got that book?
Are you gonna kill me?
If I
You
was
can't
going,
get mad.
Promise you won't be mad.
Promise you won't be mad.
Um,
Do you have the power to arrest?
You are a librarian. You do have the power to arrest. But that's not in the
that's
instructions
not my
you
job
have for
right
dealing
now.
with
Yeah.
Linnaeus. No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Technically, yes.
Will you arrest me?
No.
I found it in the dragon's library. And I thought it was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He kept giving me children's books, and I didn't want to read those.
Mm-hmm. So you chose this one.
It kind of spoke to me.
Like, actually?
Like a little bit. Yeah, it was like, Linnaeus.
Interesting.
Do books ever whisper to you?
No, they do not.
Owen furiously shakes his head no.
It's, I think, slightly concerning that they're whispering to you, but that's not part of
not
why
all
I'm
of them.
here.
Just this one.
Oh.
The dictionary didn't say anything.
Again, still concerning. What? Don't you maybe want to, I don't know, give it back instead?
Well, I will, but we're kind of here for a while anyways, and I just want to learn from it.
But you will give it back?
Eventually. I'm not going to give you strict timeline or anything. You said you wouldn't arrest me.
I did. Okay, let me get this off my face, and I suppose I will help you.
Wait,
for a
I want to
little while.
join.
Fine. She'll invite you inside, and we'll try to read your book for a little while.
Okay. Is Mira reading it? Or is Linnaeus reading it with Mira's help?
I think Mira will help Linnaeus with the dictionary and not actually help Linnaeus read the book, just in case there's any technicalities.
Okay.
Because he did say he'd give the book back eventually. And
Cool.
as far as I remember, that's all I'm here to do.
You shadow Linnaeus and provide feedback on grammar
Yes.
and syntax and some of the things that a dictionary doesn't necessarily help with. This is going to speed up the process. You're going to have a boon from Mira's help on this roll. And yeah, this will just be another flat 20 roll.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. 13. Wait,
13.
am I adding my intellect?
Nope.
It's a 10.
Okay. 10 is you accomplish your goal, but at a cost. What do you lose?
I don't sleep.
Ooh, love that. Just take one more strain.
No, give
as
me
you put
4.
Well, first that was a
Two.
D3
Okay.
roll.
Give me 2 more.
You get a strain from that as you start to exhaust yourself.
You got plenty of will.
Yeah,
You're
it's fine.
What is your strain at, by the way?
5.
Your will score is
11.
great. You
Essence breaks only sometimes kill you.
Yeah.
get a breakthrough with Mira's help. You start to pick up on the syntax better and start to actually make some progress. You come across a passage from this Errol Salmignor where he starts to talk about it's more of a philosophical, he's trying to just write down a flow of thought of what, like his questions about what happens to a person when they die in I was going to say Asunder, and that's incorrect. It's the darn planet Gaia. What happens to someone when they die in Gaia? What happens to their essence bond? Like mechanically, they had a bond with something moments ago. How does that fall apart? How does that break? And he gets really interested and just puts out a bunch of like thoughts and like ideas, and he starts to build up an idea of like, okay, well, how would I even go about testing or trying to measure something in this realm? and you start to make progress in that regard. In addition to that, what is the how long does your resonance normally last?
Until I take a rest.
Okay.
Let me double check that. Your resonance resets to 0 when you complete a rest.
Okay. I'm going to include downtime rest as a rest, and so you don't just lose it when we go into downtime. You have to go rest in part of the downtime. I'm going to say it now lasts a day after you rest. As you learn more about Errol. Okay. Who else has their week 2? Go Sax, go.
The interesting thing I rolled, I kind of want to explain that.
Yes.
One. So I guess that'd be a wealth one, right? If I'm going on like an assassination mission to get some
scratch. If you're doing a job, for sure. We're going to still roll it to see what happens, but this will be a side effect of that job.
Yeah, regardless of how successful. Any boons are...
You get a boon because you do have at least one applicable profession. Mm-hmm. Do you have any resources or investments in the area that would aid you with going and doing a job?
I doubt it. We're kind of new to this town, right?
Yeah,
so
that's fair. Nope. Yeah. Go ahead and roll that.
That's good. That's real good. 19. Sorry, it's like a dark dice.
Very nice. 16 through 20, you accomplish your goal and something positive happens along the way.
I get my throat cut.
But in a positive way.
It looks awesome.
You get a cool new scarf.
+1 to intimidate people or something. You set out on a job. Do you think it's another assassination type job? Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You start looking around for local bounty boards, and you start to put your name out into the town. And after a little bit, someone comes and finds you and asks you to take up a job for a local captain that is there that they assert has wronged them. They abandoned them on a desert island, and they want them just killed right out. You take the job, you stalk after the person, and... you try to pull off the assassination, and this captain is a little clumsier than you expected, and their clumsiness works out as luck in their favor. And so you, it is very like Pink Panther moment where he like sees something that he's dropped right as you go for the first attack, and he's otherwise completely vulnerable. And so he bends down, and your first swipe just goes completely wide. And it's a series of these like comedic effects until at one point you're just like you go backwards. You're just like sitting. You're waiting, and he's like eating some food, and you're just sort of keeping track of him, making sure he doesn't go anywhere weird. And he just like slams down his hand on the table, and it causes a like piece of his like clay plate to just like ricochet off, and after a quarter of a second, just out of the side alley, it's ricocheted all around this like town and building. It just zoom cuts right across your throat and nearly kills you.
It'll be different when I tell the story.
Absolutely. As I was narrating this for a moment, I was like, well, what if through this like bad luck in his favor sort of thing, it's like you cut your own throat? And I was like, no, I couldn't do that. Just act. He's competent.
Yeah.
So it has to be some stupid bullshit. You get your own throat cut. And when that happens, you see someone like sees that happen to you because, you know, pain, blood everywhere. Someone sees that and they rush over and they come to your aid. They have some like sawgrass on them, so they heal you up. They quickly like compress the wound and cover it up. Your positive thing that happens along the way is you're going to meet an encounter.
Like on the encounter table, or
no, not on the encounter table.
That's not good. I'm alone.
You're going to encounter a man. You encounter an average man. who is average in every way, but his smile, just, reassuring. Really makes you feel a little better about yourself.
Okay. That's the good thing.
Hold on, I can do slightly better than that.
You met the opposite of Jeff.
In addition, the person you've been trying to kill, the person who hired you, comes and finds you and expounds that they were scorned, but they, in a very complicated, stupid way, also have feelings for this pirate captain, and they want you to call off the job, so you get paid thrice. Once for the job, once for the pain you took along the way, and another as a cancellation fee.
Awesome.
We're going to call this 11 ruby.
11 rubies?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what, 2 diamonds, 1 ruby?
I wonder if he had a big legacy.
Probably.
Wow, that was a misadventure.
Yeah,
If I've ever heard of
for sure.
Awesome.
That was fun to improv. Okay. Mira, or what do you want to do?
Mira probably with rest to get rid of a strain.
Okay. Do you just have the one strain?
I thought you said we had 2 at the beginning of.
You're right. I lost track of who did what. Okay. You're just going to spend the week resting and giving Linnaeus the occasional grammar
Yeah, I think the
tip.
downtime rest, you get rid of all of it.
Cool.
Oh,
Yes.
all of it? All of it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Downtime rest, you clear all strain, and you gain an inspiration.
Would writing a letter to the dragon to update on what's happening be something I could do while I'm resting?
Absolutely. Make a relationships roll. Add a boon for one of your professions, that I think mercenary, and then another boon for your standing relationship with the dragon. And let me know.
16.
16. Accomplish your goal. Something positive along the way. You let the dragon know what has happened. You give him a little bit of update about Linnaeus telling you about the book, and also giving you a little bit of information about the fact that the book spoke to him, which after the correspondence comes back, because you're in Wrathhead, which isn't too far away from Lorm, that was some information that was very interesting to the dragon, and he was really interested to hear about it. He gives you a little bit of advice. In his letter, he describes the fact that he has also taken the time to read this book for himself. And while nothing of the sort happened to him, he did have notes of a couple interesting passages that you could possibly feed to Linnaeus. Along the way, I'm going to, as the other half of the positive thing, because that's kind of a reward for Linnaeus, the positive thing is you've earned some, you're in very good standing with the dragon. He's
A raise.
pretty pleased with your work.
I'm going to get promoted when I
Do
get
you remember what the normal weekly payment scheme we had set up for you was?
It was a sapphire.
Sapphire week.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Cool. He sends you a second sapphire as a tip for this week only.
Ooh.
And then you, for the previous week where you didn't letter him, you of course still got a sapphire.
Okay.
Empty underscore. I'm going to say at this point you've made it to Wrathhead, but you have not found what you're looking for.
Yeah, I think I will get the lay of the land. The job that I was making wealth with, I assume it was the slightly shadier one was what you're thinking, or were you thinking the other one? The other one is easier to find in common.
Yeah, we're gonna have it be the other one.
Okay, that makes... and 8 sapphires makes more sense for that one.
Yes.
Okay, so I think I'm going to get the lay of the land. I might be interested in, hey, is there anybody who does business? But mostly I'm, getting the lay of the land, finding the people I'm looking for.
Okay, let's call this relationships. Or, yeah, this seems more relationship than knowledge. So relationships.
Okay.
You probably have a boon from your profession, and then I don't think you have any other resources or investments in this area
I do not.
yet.
I don't know if I've been out this way. Ooh,
No.
that's bad.
I doubt you have.
This is a little bit farther.
The wrong side of the continent for most of you.
Yeah, I think I've probably been through Megalith and through the Twins and like that side. Maybe out to Storm Point, maybe. I got a 3 with my boon.
This goes badly with a glimmer of hope or something gained. You start to try to make contacts around the city, and due to your overall profession, you would think you'd have a little bit better luck due to your specialty of a certain clientele being like, oh, I absolutely would love to have your work done. Whatever that means. Have your work done. Oh. No. You start trying to put your name out around town, and you come to realize that somehow there's someone in town who's besmirching your name and has spoken a lot of bad for you, and somehow before you even got here put out bad reputation for you.
Weird.
Yes. As you've been out here trying to get that happening, let's see, glimmer of hope, something gained. Small caveat note is as you're leaving a particularly bad first introduction, you save a man's life, which feels great. And you briefly a moment think, well, maybe if things get really dire, I can go find that person and call in a favor. Outside of that, I'm going to say the glimmer of hope or something gained. You, aside from being almost entirely scorned in this city, do make one solid connection of people, like a person who has some idea of jobs around town. They're kind of the black sheep of Wrathhead, but they do still have decent jobs to give you, and that pays money, and that will get you, additional connection in the future. You meet an individual named, you meet a seafarer named Wex. Catholic Wex.
Okay.
And they are not originally from Wrathhead, but they do have a lot of ideas of
seafarer
jobs in the Far East. But that also includes a lot of the river ways that are deeper into the continent. So they actually know a bunch of towns around there. Cool. So even though they're kind of an outcast here for various reasons, they can still give you some pretty good intel around the area.
and potentially good to know somebody with a boat.
Yes.
You never want to be the person who has the boat. You'd rather have a friend with a boat.
Right.
We all know this.
Okay.
It was nice.
Let's move into week 3.
Training, I guess?
Okay. Saxter, you're going to go for training. Skill roll. What kind of training are you doing? You just going to go to the same, sparring place that Mira found?
Yeah, maybe find some practice targets and throw some knives around.
Okay. We'll say one boon from your professions. I'm not aware of any other resources or investments in the area you'd have for another, so just a boon.
Okay. Oh yeah, 21.
Ooh. 21 or
good.
more. It goes perfectly. And what you are trying to do opens additional, easier opportunities in that area.
Wow.
You spend the day training, throwing your knives, doing it from, training good posture, training in acrobatic, calisthenic exercises. Really start to do that. And a lot of the people who are in the training area start to really notice and pay attention to you. A lot of the people around there
It's the last thing
are
assassin wants.
incredibly impressed with your work. You finish up your training where you just people start to take out like objects as they see you're throwing really well, and they like start to throw them in your way, and you like hit them as you're also throwing at your targets with your different knives.
I throw the knives at the people throwing the objects. I'm like, stop that.
And you kill a plain fruit ninja.
You kill everyone there.
No, I don't do that.
No
I just
longer
throw
welcome
it. I just hit the watermelons or whatever.
I think
No
you
witnesses.
gain
Nobody knows who
a
you are.
reputation as a local, like, really skilled knife thrower, which will count as a regional benefit to you whenever you're trying to pursue wealth or do like job related things in the future. You're going to have a boon in downtime for that sort of thing.
So now you can upcharge people.
Yeah. I mean, I might get some more clients this way. But this is the last week, so I mean, shit.
We might come back.
Till
Yeah, that's true.
next downtime, add a yard to your minimum range or maximum range.
Okay. Cool.
Interesting.
Play into what that character does. Mira, a brick wall.
I went from 20 yards to 21 yards.
Hell yeah.
It is 20 yards.
You know what?
Holy crap.
Medium range.
Medium is 20 yards?
Yeah, it goes from 5 to 20.
Shit. Yeah, it's a huge jump.
I've changed my mind. Make it 5 more yards instead of 1.
God damn. All right.
All right.
I don't know why my voice does that.
We love it.
It's the best.
25 yards. God. That is so far.
And make sure you have on your note that you're a regional, like,
What's
well-known. You have a reputation as a competent
In Wrathhead.
in the
tri-state
like
area.
Far East coastal town area.
Okay.
Far East coastal, you have reputation. If you go in,
We'll see how
inland,
far
it
it
might not
spreads,
spread,
yeah.
but along the rivers, the people talk. Good job, Saxter. Oh, this was your 3rd downtime action.
Yep.
Please add a strain to your character sheet.
Oh.
Wait, no, because you did take the rest. So you've only
was my
taken
first.
2 actions since resting, and you don't need to take a strain.
Okay.
I have a rule where every 3 things you do without resting, you add a strain.
Okay. That makes sense.
But you did rest first and then do 2 actions.
Gotcha.
More
I
book?
should probably rest.
Or more book.
Or I
could
could
more
have
book.
6 strain.
One
6
will go away
strain.
every day.
6 strains so
Maybe.
far.
if I roll well.
If you go adventure, yeah.
Here's the thing, though. There's other things I can do. I can take a strain to, like, use my powers
Oh,
more.
yeah.
But then every time you take a strain, I would be stunned for 6 rounds.
That was initially why I... Well, fatigued.
Fatigued.
Fatigued for 6 rounds. That's different.
No, if you're already fatigued, that's right.
Already fatigued, then you become stunned. Much worse. Don't do that.
Yeah, I'll rest.
Wimp.
I'll take some naps.
Wimp.
That's probably.
I don't see why you can't nap and read. A week's a long time.
Nap and read at the same time.
Well, like, day 1, you know, Monday you nap,
nodding off what I was reading
Tuesday you
last
read,
night, so napping and reading.
Yeah.
Wednesday you nap, Thursday you read.
I did
That's the
say
perfect
you do
schedule.
1 or 2. So if you want to do something that keeps it, lets you take it easy. At this point we've done 1 per week. Let's just keep it that way. Okay, Linnaeus rests. How do you rest? Saxter wrote a screenplay.
I'm gonna go camping.
Okay. Great. You get in touch with nature. You
Yeah.
just get out into the forest. And,
Look, I gotta root myself for 4 hours a day.
All right. I love it.
Get some sun.
Camping's like real dangerous in this universe.
I go like right outside of the town limits.
I'm
like,
attacked
there's
in
a tree
park once.
right
like,
there.
I don't.
I'm fully conscious while I root myself to rest, though, so I can just like up and run if I need
You
to.
still have that thing though, where like you have like advantage on stealth or something if you're in.
If I'm in the forest,
Yes. So theoretically, like.
I could turn into a plant
Stealth
and
camper.
then rest.
Yeah. Exactly.
I almost
You're the guy who, like, camps inside the bush.
Yeah.
Watching people go by on wagons and, walking on the road, like, right there.
Like a ghillie suit sleeping bag.
It's just you disguised as a plant.
I almost took the power where I could turn into a tree. Just a sentient tree. And then I could have rested as a tree.
That'd be very silly.
No, I just go camping, like, right outside of the city.
It'd be so cool to have an ent on the team.
I was looking at the Wooden Titan path. I was like, pretty cool.
Great,
Oh,
that
and
was cool.
can I write, like, letters while I'm resting?
What are you writing your letters about?
I think I just try to write letters to Lady Saravek, and then none of them are good enough, so I keep just, like, ripping them up, tossing them in the fire.
That's real sad.
Okay.
And wasteful.
I'm
going
You don't
camping for a
send-
week. I need fuel.
You don't send one of them? None of them?
That's even worse than sending a bad one.
I'll send one.
make a relationships roll.
I know.
Do you have any professions that would help?
No. Politics?
No. I'm gonna
Is it like JFK politics?
Yeah, take a bane for politics.
I'm gonna
Bill Clinton politics?
I'm
What
gonna
kind of politics?
say due to the difficulty, you'd have a bane on this roll.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. You didn't
Look, this
leave it
actually leads
well.
into my new interesting thing, too, which is I need to find acceptance.
That's right.
9.
You accomplish your goal of writing a letter to Lady Saravek, but at a cost. What do you lose?
Didn't actually rest.
I feel like
Spent the whole time writing letters.
you do rest. Can I propose you lose your self-respect?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not much there
Oh.
left to begin with.
Yeah, you hit a real low point writing this letter, and I kind of think the letter partially reflects your mind state, and we'll see what that leads to later.
Oof.
Dear lady, no. My dearest, no, fuck.
Hey, you.
Hey, no. Hey with 3 Y's.
Was
You up? Nope.
okay, Mira or underscore in my
Oh,
note?
get rid of all
Let's
my
do
strain.
Mira.
How much strain do I get rid of?
Because,
Oh.
because depending on how my roll goes, might be the transition out of downtime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I can rest. I can relationships. I can
Uh,
train. I can
Rest, home, knowledge, skill, relationship, wealth.
maybe knowledge. Can I figure out why the fuck the book talked to Linnaeus? Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, you can try to put something like that together. You're going to need access to the book, though.
Did you take it with you when you went camping?
Yeah, it's in my pants.
Pants. You have pants now.
Mira goes on
Did you
camping
get
trip.
my
pants?
skirt.
Okay.
He's
Both books are in my skirt.
part of his loss of self-respect is he's now not wearing the hottest clothes.
That breaks my heart.
There is no peck
The most.
window. I've covered it.
No, you filled in the peck window. Who even are you?
Saxter doesn't know what your face looks like, so you are invisible to him.
Oh no, only discerning feature.
I know.
Beautiful pecs.
That was the whole thing that he's like identified you with.
So you can find the group is by Linnaeus's pecs.
Yeah.
Just a baggy shirt. No.
Oh no.
No.
No, not even a shirt, just like a cloth
Just a
bag that he
cloth
found.
bag. It's a potato sack.
Oh no, buddy.
One of the potato sacks from the war that had the nice floral patterns on it, or just no.
No. Well, it's a bean
That was
sack.
a flour sack. Oh, it's a bean sack.
It smells. That's from the stinky bean cart.
It's just what beans come in. I assume.
There's no
beans
metal
come
in
from?
this universe. There's still bean sacks. I mean, come on.
All right, enough about bean sacks.
It's never enough about bean
It is
sacks.
now. So to do that, you would need access to the book.
I'll go camping.
Your orders were to
Follow Linnaeus. So,
keep
like,
him
yeah.
safe. So
I probably would have been camping
Mira
next
is
to Linnaeus.
witness to this really, really sad pity scene as he just puts on the sack and writes a bunch of letters. And he's not doing well.
Maybe she gets like a cake from a cart or something and just like leaves it at his campsite while he's sleeping and just like says nothing about it.
There's a cake one day, a whole cake. How's that go for Linnaeus? He just eats the whole cake right there.
Eats the whole cake for breakfast. Like you do when you're depressed.
We've all been there.
We've all had cake breakfast.
It's got eggs, it's got milk. It's basically
I
breakfast.
technically don't need this. This is so nice. I got sun. So much of it.
The next time you see Linnaeus, he's got a little bit of cake on his burlap sack.
Man.
But you are local and you have access to the book. So let's do a knowledge roll from your professions. Do you have any
Linnaeus.
professions to do with like research or not?
History.
History. Yeah, I'll give you history. I will also give you a boon from the resource investment of having spoken to the dragon and being in this work area.
That's 11.
11. You accomplish your goal. Okay. Mira, you have the listing of some of the more interesting passages at which the dragon suggested Linnaeus looking at specifically, but you decide to look at them first, see what's there. You flip ahead in the pages to a handful of diagrams that are starting to be drawn in the book. Lots of circles with other 6 or fewer sided shapes sort of drawn next to and off of. And each of these shapes, every single of these shapes have like different symbols carved into the book. You see a lot of alchemical symbols. There's a really good page on Wikipedia with a lot of them. So like triangles for air, earth, fire, water, a bunch of like moons and suns and like different circles with lines through them for a lot of different elements that start to draw into a lot of these shapes. You see a series of very confusing and weird patterns at first glance. As you read the accompanying like notes and descriptions of what was being done by this Errol Salingyor, you read about how he's trying to devise a way based on the remaining materials of the world, and he's written a bunch of symbols, and he calls them out as like he has this whole separate page about how like we used to have these, and he describes something that you've never heard from, even with your history profession, called metal. And he talks about iron and copper and quicksilver and tin and lead and gold, and you are just baffled reading all of this. He starts to like draw out a bunch of those alchemical shapes that he talks about having found in like the darkest depths of this planet, and like in places where the dead have been and the living have not seen for millennia. And inside of this, he comes up with a few different shapes that include these metal symbols as part of the larger diagram that he himself has like found there. And in those places, he sort of puts forward the idea of like, well, I can't make this anymore. This was supposed to be something that let me perceive some sort of essence. How do I get around that? And so he starts to break down like these shapes into different functions of like this small part here is specifically serving to like translate energy of essence into light. And this small part here is existing to like balance that so it doesn't get like too powerful or isn't too weak. It like provides the energy, and that's also boosted by essence. And he starts to like break down each part of the old diagram. He figures out what the like metal part might do, and then he starts to try to figure out these wickedly complex workarounds of the things that he does have access to. He starts to use acids and bones, wine even. He takes advantage of different non-metal elements around him, but also the movement of the cosmos. There's talking about certain times of the month that he's able to do this, at times of day, locations of the sun that should be around him. And he even at one point mentions the fact, I'm pretty sure there's something happened to the moon in Asunder, and I don't remember off the top of my head. He expresses frustration with not being able to predict the location of a moon efficiently, but over a lot of pages, you see, and he's dating this, you look at like 6 years of work as he just this one ancient pattern breaks apart and just like hits at it and hits at it and hits at it and hits at it. You finally get to the end of this section and you come across an immense tapestry of like, there's in this small corner, you see the original symbol, but where every time there was a piece of metal, he's split that out into this other grand diagram of circles and triangles and hexagons and lines of symbols splitting off of it until he finally like arrives at this enormous complex shape and says, like at the bottom, I've done it. I found all the metals. This all should work. I will be able to see the connection when they die. On the next page, he has written just a single sentence. I know what it must feel like to be Gaia at dawn. It is a beautiful day. There's a semicolon. Grammar nerds, don't come at me. unreliablepod@gmail.com.
Don't come at me. Here's where you can come at me.
Don't even think about it. Fight me. You won't. So, Mira, you don't directly find what's happened to Linnaeus, like why the book is talking to him, but you make a break into something.
Interesting.
You look up after that, like, complex, multi-page effort of passages, and you see Linnaeus sealing an envelope. And he looks... How does he feel about it? This is the one he's going to send. How does he look?
His eyes are kind of rimmed in red. And there's some dirt and some cake on his sack.
You don't have to wear a sack.
No, I have to.
Can I go out and find him a clean potato sack?
Yeah.
Just
You go
quietly leave that as he sleeps. Okay.
Linnaeus, you wake up the next morning and a clean burlap sack has shown up.
This is for the cake fairy.
She does potato sacks.
The
She does
cake
potato
fairy.
sacks.
Sorry.
So all that knowledge,
Weird domain.
You learned all that, but not Linnaeus.
Yeah.
Right.
And what again was the like? What are you mandated to do? What is your job? Like,
I'm here to monitor what Linnaeus does with the book, what happens to Linnaeus while Linnaeus reads the book, and try to implore
And keep
Linnaeus
the book safe.
using words to bring the book back.
okay.
Right.
Are you under any obligation to withhold the information you just gleaned from the book?
Doesn't
No?
seem like it. I mean, I told the dragon that, I don't know, the book talked to Linnaeus, and I seem to imply that Linnaeus is learning to read the book, so I don't, and yeah.
The between the lines of it is that even if you found this knowledge, the significance that the dragon is looking for is that Linnaeus reaches these points on his
Learns
own.
it? Okay.
And that he has to go through all of the steps on his own because that's where something interesting might occur.
I'm a child in tutoring.
Just just nudge you in the
We're just going to
direction.
master all of this and then slowly walk Linnaeus through it.
What if you looked at this chapter?
Interesting.
Want more cake?
What's Mira's intelligence score?
10.
Like, that's a lot of stuff. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm a librarian.
How much of that for any of our characters is just like whoosh?
Yeah. I think the history profession is a big boon to Mira here. You've got the practice of going through esoteric texts from old farts who put footnotes in the margins and margins in the footnote and put their feet in the margins.
I spent time in Haydn studying linguistics. It's
You did?
my background. So
Yep.
I went to college.
Mira's smart.
Underscore name.
I think I am going to. It's probably a knowledge check. But like, let's see if I can find the people I'm looking for.
Absolutely.
Can I add a boon for the guy I met?
Yes. That will count as a resource or investment. Your professions. I don't think your professions cleanly apply to this.
Mercenary, I think.
specifically.
Tracks
Yeah.
for
All right. Yeah. I'll give it to you.
tracking people down.
Yeah. 2 boons.
14.
Great. You accomplish your goal. At the
That was the goal.
Great job. At the middle end of the third week, you specifically find the guy you saw before. You find Saxter. What does Saxter like? When do you find Saxter, and what does Saxter see as you approach him?
Saxter sees a kind of tall but otherwise pretty average looking mainlander. Other than, he's got, I think, shorter black hair, and otherwise just, like, looks like a bloke. He's got like living gear, like he's clearly not just like generic peasant or merchant, like he's a seeker. He has stuff, but otherwise like he's just a guy.
Saxter, you don't really recognize this person, but as he walks up, you get the sense that when he smiles, even though it's not memorable, like remembered, when he smiles, you feel like you could vaguely trust him, or at least that he's not malicious. He's affable.
He's got a nice smile.
It's a nice smile. Bad people can't smile nice. Only good people.
And it clearly looks like you're walking up to me specifically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You found him. So,
If I've realized that this is one of the people I'm looking for, I'm like,
Yes.
what a silly coincidence.
You asked around town to a couple different people. You spoke to the mayor briefly. You met his dog. And you learned that one of the people that you saved the life of in an alleyway after witnessing a freak accident was actually Saxter, one of the Beans Chorus members. You did also learn that they call themselves the Beans Chorus.
I think that's very weird.
A sane response.
I don't get the joke.
You will.
Mira's beginning to understand.
Said in the same tone of
I probably haven't been to Lorm. So, like,
True.
The concept of the Queen's Chorus I might not be familiar with. So, like, you guys are just weird. So I'll, like, Saxter, right?
How do you know that name?
Funnily enough, you're one of the people I'm looking for.
My hands instinctively kind of go to my knives.
Your heart rate goes up by 10.
Yeah, I'll be like, whoa, not like that.
Sorry, the last time somebody came up to us, we got attacked in an alley. I've got trust issues.
No, I think you and the group you travel with might have some useful information for me.
What are you trying to find out? What kind of information are you looking for?
Were you guys up in what's the place? Highstone?
Yeah.
Highstone? Recently?
We might have been a lot of places.
It's like a month and a half ago at this point.
Oh, okay. Sure. I'll still say,
But-
like, recently.
In this world, that's recent for how
Yeah.
world and news
Yeah.
propagates.
Yeah, that's recent. Yeah, so, like, you guys up in Highstone recently?
Might have been.
Familiar with what happened up there?
Yeah, why are you asking?
I heard that there was a chaos site left in the wreckage, and I'm looking into that.
You have a... Well, actually, I won't put this on your character because this might be a little too goofy for you. But you are given reasonably official-looking credentials from your employer as a way to help lay people be more trusting to the fact that you're someone who looks into chaos sites, which is most people when they hear anything about chaos, they're like, I want nothing to do with it. Get me out of here. So you have some reasonably official-looking credentials that can give you some weight to your claims from Haydn.
Okay. What's the correct word to use here? Like, employer, I guess?
I like benefactor.
Benefactor? Great.
Love using benefactor in the game.
Use benefactor.
Okay.
I probably say it with, like, a jaded, like, I know what it sounds like when I say benefactor.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So you like flash your badge at me? Or...
Not yet. But I'll mention that, like, I'm heard that there was kind of out of the normal chaos site in Highstone, and I'm looking into it.
It's been a while since we resolved that. Not sure. I mean, the chaos site's been quelled as far as I remember. So I don't know how much there is more to do there.
Do you mind if I ask you a little bit about it? I'll buy you and your friends, if they're available, lunch.
What time of day is it?
Lunchtime.
I'm probably pretty hungry.
You did just exercise lunch.
I'll like, look, I'm just looking for information.
Okay. Are you still camping? where the hell is everybody else?
We're camping.
God damn it.
And I don't way back.
You think that Linnaeus... you know what? For serendipity's sake, I'm going to say Linnaeus and Mira are just about arriving back.
Okay.
They walk up and find us.
Yeah. Hey, you guys talk to him.
See Mira with someone you've never seen before. They're in like a burlap sack.
Oh, great. Okay, sorry. Mira, who's this scrappy guy?
Hey, Zaxter.
Did you follow?
You probably recognize the voice.
You know him better than I do.
Linnaeus?
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
What I deserve.
Did you put that on yourself? Has somebody done this to you?
No, it was me. And then I got a new one.
I'm like, what did I just step into?
I think
Saxter's in the same boat. What the hell did I say?
I believe our friend Linnaeus is going through a couple things.
Okay. Should we be worried?
Nah, who's this guy?
Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Fisk.
Fisk. Wilson Fisk. It's Kingpin.
Dun, dun, dun.
Suddenly Daredevil jumps in.
Spelled as it sounds.
Fisk. Okay.
I'm on
Fisk here was asking about the chaos site in Highstone that we looked into a while back.
Oh, yeah.
He said
Not Mira. Yeah.
He said he's gonna buy us lunch.
Oh, okay. I don't really eat.
This is going great. Fisk will look around and is like, isn't there another of you? Another Sky Islander? Loril, right?
Ooh, that's my time, folks.
Well,
She
she unfortunately passed away
I'm sorry.
It was
Yeah.
honorable. It was in battle.
It was. She saved all of us.
She sounds real badass.
Did she appear to you guys too?
Excuse me?
Did she appear to you guys too? Sorry, you're just in this now.
Appear to us?
Yeah, did she appear to you guys?
So books talk to you, dead friends appear to you. Okay.
No.
I could have been hallucinating.
She's been on.
is realizing that he has gotten into way more than he bargained for.
Fisk is realizing he's meeting seekers.
You know, that's a good point. There's lots of weird people in
Seekers
this
with
world.
baggage.
No, like in a dream?
No,
Or
just like in an alley.
in an.
I love it. I love that so much.
Just in an alley.
No, Linnaeus. No. That hasn't happened to me.
Oh my god.
That also has
Oh,
not
that got
happened to me.
She was real nice. She said it wasn't our fault and that we did our best.
I'm sure that was meaningful for you.
Those are both true things.
It might have been a hallucination. I haven't slept very much. It was nice though.
I'm gonna ask again. Should we be concerned?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Did you give that screenplay a read or no?
Oh yeah, I have some notes on it. I wrote them down.
He's like a total fucking psychopath.
Love that. Oh, what a fun little twist. Oh, that's
Now
great.
I think this song here could use some more pan flute.
Yeah. I considered
If
the
you want.
pan flute. Maybe not. Now's not.
Also, the whole chosen one thing seemed a little derivative, but you know.
Yeah, I've read that in like a lot of books. But it's always a good story, you know?
He's 20. His ego is like this big. So he just kind of is like, okay, yeah, that's You didn't get it. It's okay.
No, I did.
You gotta really read between the.
There
it's
wasn't a
fine.
lot to get, actually. It was pretty.
I'll hold on to it and I'll give it another go because I probably just didn't understand it.
No, it's fine.
Can I see if Saxter's upset by this? Can I like
Sure.
try to be
Yeah.
insightful?
Make a perception check.
Should I roll this?
Intellect.
If you're trying to hide it, yeah.
Will versus intellect, right?
Do I have a boon or bane or anything?
If you have a relevant profession, you would be adding it.
What are you trying to hide?
That his ego isn't hurt about Skylander.
Wait.
Do I have a boon for now being someone that needs acceptance so I can recognize it in others?
That'd be an 11.
15.
Okay, yeah, you see that my feelings are so hurt.
Linnaeus like straightens his potato sack and goes, you know what? I didn't understand it, actually. I didn't give it enough time. I was writing letters and stuff, so I'll give it another go.
Straightens his potatoes.
I do like the character, though. Baxter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's pretty cool.
I think
Your
it's pretty
dialogue
cool.
was pretty strong.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If I remember correctly, that was a fake name you have given out in the world before, right?
Yes.
Okay.
To Flame John, I think.
Give it to Flame John. The whole light cult knows me as Baxter. Well, your problem is important too. Let me know if if you need any help.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm going to hold on to this.
Okay.
I can meet up with you guys later.
I think
No,
this
let's
is
sounds good.
on the way.
Oh, okay.
That's totally fine. We're done.
So Highstone.
Yeah, we've been. Oh, sorry. Am I supposed to say that?
I don't know what we're supposed to say.
Yeah, we've been.
I'm
you
not
gonna kill
in
us?
charge.
No.
Are you going to arrest us?
No.
Okay, we've been.
He finds that one much funnier. I'm just looking to gather what information I can.
I think unless you guys want to go directly like through that, we can say you guys give them the details about what you went through, what you saw, what you did.
Yeah. It's been
and
too
cover
long
all that.
for my memory.
It was like in the crypt though, which is weird.
Yes.
So yeah, like I assume like I'm trying to figure out like where did it come from, and also like maybe why are random chaos sites popping up in random places that you wouldn't otherwise expect, like inside a crypt that's been sealed for however long.
Yeah. You find it very interesting that there was this like plume hole out of the crypt in that separate like back room area they described to you, which you don't know what that implies or what could have caused something like that, but it definitely like from your history that's something strange to you. In addition to the circumstances they talk about with like the why they were there, I'm gonna ask,
missing.
do you guys tell I'm gonna say you don't really have a reason to hide that the book was missing, but if you don't want to tell him for some reason, I'm not going to take that agency from you.
I don't think we have a real reason to hide that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You learn about the book as well. The book does also just like slightly catch your attention. Just like
that's a
why
weird
that
one.
book, why that title, sort of stuff. Yeah. You all have lunch. You talk to Fisk about all that. Is there anything else you guys talk about at lunch aside from Highstone? Little icebreakers.
Who are you?
You all talk about your favorite colors.
Well, I'm Fisk.
Were you looking for us specifically, or just like people that have been to Highstone recently?
I heard that your group was there at Highstone and took care of the chaos site, and so I was looking into it, and so I had to try and find you guys.
Heard from whom? Who's talking about us?
Oh my god, do we have a reputation?
You guys probably do have a reputation, at least a little bit.
We have saved Lorm a little bit.
That is true.
From one of the things you heard about from talking to some of the people here in the Mare is the Beans Chorus did save Lorm. That news has propagated here by now.
We've saved Lorm.
You see a man in a potato sack.
I wasn't there.
But yeah, so I'm looking into the site and why it was there, and it's a little abnormal, and heard that you guys were there.
Yep.
The Ravagers have seemed to be employing chaos wielders as, weaponized suicide bombers. And there were bodies outside the site that seemed to be affiliated with the Ravagers that we've been routinely fighting against. So
Chaos wielders on Demon's Blood?
I don't know if specifically the wielders are also on Demon's Blood. Do we?
So the first in Lorm, some of them were sedated, but not under Demon's Blood. And then the most recent fight you had, they were not on Demon's Blood.
Okay.
So you haven't seen that overlap yet.
Mixed together.
Right.
Like in one body.
Yeah. It would imply that either there's someone proficient in finding chaos wielders and abducting them, which is kind of spooky in its own way, or someone who has deep enough pockets to employ chaos wielders.
Okay. I'll relay that information to Fisk.
Yeah, I think that in of itself is very interesting information, and maybe enough for Fisk to stick around and
Yeah.
see if you can find out more. So I guess he'll ask, so what's next for the Beans Chorus?
We're at a bit of a crossroads, I guess you'd call it. Do you need to go to Highstone to investigate this, or do you is a secondhand account enough for you?
Yeah,
Or first-hand account. Sorry.
You just if you dispelled the site like you described, then I doubt there's anything left.
Okay. Do you need to find more chaos sites? Is this a thing that you're seeing more often pop up around them, around this region?
I don't know. That's a good question. Is this something I'm seeing more often? Not necessarily the only thing I do. So
You had not left with any such information, and you did not ask around for any such information, so you don't know.
I don't know. I was asked to look into this particular instance, and it sounds like there's some other interesting happenings going on with this Ravager army.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, has news of that traveled far enough out for other people in other city-states to have heard of it at this point?
I think
my hunch would be maybe some, but probably not most.
When you had left, you had probably heard that there had been some sort of... You hadn't probably heard it described as a full invasion, but when you left, you heard it as some sort of terrorist offshoot.
Something
had
happened
done
in Lorm, yeah.
Something at the docks.
Okay.
As you started to get closer, then you started to get more recent news about oh yeah, it was actually a more organized thing. And actually, as you got further and further down towards the eastern coast, you started to learn about there's Ravagers here and Ravagers there, and
it's actually organized.
Yes.
And the fact that they're employing chaos wielders is interesting. So yeah. I probably would have sent correspondence back as I found out some of those this is a big thing. But no, that seems like enough motivation of that is probably worth looking into.
Yeah.
I guess Sexter would ask,
yeah, so,
if you don't mind me asking, who employed you? Who's paying you to look into this?
I work for an individual in Haydn.
Okay. Never been there before. You've been there, right?
I've been there. I went to school.
Mira studied there.
I did.
Do we
I went
know
to
that?
college there.
Fisk doesn't. I don't know if anyone else
I don't
does.
know if you guys know that.
Yeah.
Did I tell Linnaeus, or did I just say it for fun? I don't remember.
If you want to have told me, you can.
Yeah, I thought you said it for fun. But
I feel like I probably would have told you at some point, if I'm just sitting here translating the keys for you for some reason.
Can you read? Oh, you can read really well.
I can read a lot of stuff, actually.
So would you, speak up when you hear that the employers from Haydn?
Probably.
Yeah, Mira, from your time at Haydn, you know of it as partially fancy arts centric, has a lot of rich people who promote opera and other more
I'm an opera singer.
more bougie arts that can't otherwise be patroned in cities that are still roughing it and just scraping by, Wrathhead kind of is.
That's my profession.
Haydn is one of the big ones where that sort of stuff goes on. From your time at college there, make a you didn't say your employer's name at all.
I did not say his name.
So don't make a roll. Because there's no one to roll about. But yeah, you have some familiarity with the people of Haydn, and from when you were there, at least before you went off doing your thing.
I guess let me ask, it's not he gave me an official looking little paper, presumably it has his name on it or something. Or, yeah. Okay. So he's not secretive of the types of things he's looking into, other than maybe some of the specifics. Maybe, I don't know.
You know,
maybe not even that
when some things you have to go do, you don't bring that with you.
Yeah. Okay.
But when you're out doing this type of asking questions, getting information, it's fine to name drop like that.
So he's not somebody who name drops, but he's not hiding it or anything.
He's not hiding it.
Hey!
That's a wrap.
So, thinking back to our time at the tomb, there was the big stone tomb door that was just blown open.
Yes.
And a bunch of bodies, broken gear, and stuff that I specifically wrote down couple looked to be killed with intense force, like a building was dropped on them, but no indicator of what it was.
Yes.
Does that seem familiar now that we've seen a Chaos Wielder blow up?
No. But you are confident in saying that it's not familiar.
Okay.
You now can cross out the idea that it was a Chaos Wielder that did that.
In my head, I just kind of wrote that off as like a roided up demon's blood, but if the devastation was more than someone could physically
It was
do.
more. Actually, Saxter
I assumed
specifically
it was,
Saxter specifically make a intelligence check and add a boon for being a Sky Islander.
Okay. Fuck. 8.
Wind through the ears.
Shit.
Doesn't connect.
Damn it.
Dylan, I'm pretty
I
sure
won't say
you
it.
have an idea of what it is.
I won't say it. And Fisk wasn't there.
Damn.
And Linnaeus didn't say that. Lisa did.
Would Linnaeus say that? Linnaeus was there.
I was there, yeah.
Linnaeus would think of, he might be liked more if he says this sort of thing out loud.
Acceptance.
They might appreciate this extra information. The rest of the people, as you hear this description, make an intelligence roll. Not Linnaeus. You've had your time to think about this, and unless you intentionally sit down and try to go through this is just something you bring up.
I assume I don't get a boon for my knowledge. I don't think it's applicable. Yeah, okay.
17.
Ooh.
5.
Mira.
Oh, sorry, 4.
Okay. Fisk, you're having lunch with some weirdos. Mira, that sounds like gravity powers, gravity control from the Sky Islands. That sounds like someone changing the gravity of something and hitting something with big weight. That sounds like... No, you're not there yet. I don't think Mira would make the connection.
I would probably share that information.
Okay.
Not probably. I would. I would share that information.
You would say that it sounds like gravity manipulation.
Yeah.
Like what Lorilla used to do with the stick and all that.
I thought she was just an accomplished dancer. I don't know.
No, she had gravity stuff.
Yeah, she talked about it. I didn't really pay attention. But that was like her thing. Or some of her thing. I don't know.
She danced so beautifully.
She really did. It was a sight to behold.
Yeah.
You're all like on an outdoor patio
Fisk
having
can
your
start
lunch.
Won't
Talking
do the
to
same.
Fisk. As you are sitting there eating, you see down the street is walking Guo Svada,
Oh, no.
Shit.
a captain of the Obstinate Svit.
Have none of you told him?
Oh, he was on a ship doing recon. They just got back.
Oh, you're correct.
He sees all of you and with a final relieved look heads your way and comes over to the table. Oh, well, glad I found you all. God, that was horrifying. Okay. We made it out to the islands and we got within eyesight, and when we got there we saw something that I have never seen in my life. Somehow, the people out on this island had suspended this enormous dark stone, diamond-shaped thing. He sketches out what I can convey to you as a D8, but he would not use those terms. Long ways up and down. He then describes how out of this there was it was over a corner of the island, and just slowly small trickle coming out of this and occasional drops was just demon's blood descending from it, creating this just small tiny interspersed waterfall down onto the island itself. And he describes how there was a bunch of ships going to and from the island, how there was storm clouds and cloud cover all over the island itself, seemingly centered on the opposite side of this weird prism-shaped thing. He describes how it was being it was covered with wyverns that were like crawling over the surface of it. And when they were starting to get close enough, some of the wyverns like detached, like jumped off and started flying at the Svit. And that's when they had to turn around and make their return voyage. Thankfully, they had just enough food to make it back. And Guo says, and we're very relieved to see that the blockade is over and trade is resumed here. Where is Miss Nayena?
She's dead.
He closes his eyes and stands there for a moment.
She died honorably.
He looks at you with all of you, like, with real scrutiny for a moment to, like, really just, like... He's looking at you like, okay, did she die and did she die honorably, or is they pulling something on me? Are they trying to hide something from me?
And pull out her stick.
And I think Mira would give like just a very factual account of like what happened
Okay.
and what we were doing and how.
Roll a persuasion type check.
Will.
And have a boon from not only having the staff, but the corroboration of the group.
7.
Not very tactful.
What was the 20 on that? A 1? Wow, what's your will?
10.
Okay, well that answers that. There's no way you were going to get that one. Guo narrows his eyes. He nods curtly and says, well, in that case, the ship no longer has any justification to be out here, and we will be on our way. Hope you were telling me the truth, because if more Skylanders come out here and find out that you were not, and something untoward has happened, there will be whole houses against all of you. Good day. And he walks off.
Do we still have our shit on the ship? Like our personal belongings?
No, you took that with you.
But I did lose another romantic partner.
Yeah.
This is you need to wear 2 potato sacks now.
One on the top, one on the bottom.
About 15, a little bit of time later, you all see the Obstinate Svit lift off from the buildings around it. And Linnaeus, you see out of the back of the ship just a lone figure waving a bandana at you.
Oh. I wave a potato sack.
Which
Shirtless. Top or bottom? Bottom.
Well, this day just got worse. That was also our ride, so.
Mira goes to
Seems
buy a
like-
bigger cake
Guys have been
for
through the ringer.
everybody.
You're finding us at a rather low
Really bad
spot.
time, yeah.
This is not exactly the highlight.
We've had a couple of just really bad things happen.
Yeah.
So you sure what you want to hang out with us?
For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
Appreciated.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for lunch.
Yeah, appreciate
It's the
that.
least I can do.
That's really disturbing. What Guo described.
Yeah.
I don't think we should go there yet.
It's
Also, we don't have a way there.
Especially without a sky ship.
Yeah.
somehow worse than I was expecting it to
Wish
be.
I had gotten to describe it with you guys on the ship going there. Like the first thing you see, and then you're like, oh, and the wyverns peel off towards you. And you're like, oh no. But I didn't.
Would have been horrific.
Yeah.
I think we just need to get more information somehow. We gotta figure out what, if there's any historical record of things like that. Something. I mean, we can't right now anyway without a ship, but like our goal of going to Archelago's is not something that we can pursue. Yeah.
Did the guy I meet have a ship?
Yes, a seafarer ship, though. normal ass boat.
That's worse
normal
than the
boat
air.
or living boat?
Living boat.
Okay.
But a boat.
For what it's worth, I'm interested in learning a little bit more about these Chaos Wielders and where they're coming from.
Wow.
And I met a fellow with a ship while I've been in town.
Saxter sighs. He's just like, so what I'm hearing is knowledge, we need information, we need research. This has all the earmarks of another tedious trip to see the dragon.
No. I think he's fine. More than actually. I quite
dragon?
like him.
You have a thing for him?
No.
Are you guys like, involved or
No.
oh okay
We're acquainted.
insight?
Yeah, I'll question. Like the dragon.
Oh yeah, he's like
Huge,
Big.
scaly, breathes fire.
I think it's common knowledge, like what the dragons are.
yeah. This
in this
is
universe.
our Lorm contact dragon.
Yeah.
He knows a lot.
And he
You gave him the riddle, right? Maybe he figured it out by now.
Maybe. I kind of hope he doesn't figure it out, because then it doesn't mean that we're total idiots for not figuring it out.
Yeah,
You probably
I hate to
just
look
needed to
stupid
like
in
look at a
front of
map
him.
or something.
Well,
I guess we'd walk back to Lorm.
how far of a walk is
Well,
that? That can't be.
I met a guy with a ship.
Lorm
yeah,
by
that's
foot is like a few days of walking.
And we still have
That's also
all
not
of
too
Laurel's
bad.
money.
By
We
boat,
could-
a day.
By boat. Okay, well, I mean, if
Yeah, paying passage on a ship's probably easy.
Yeah.
The guy was nice enough.
we could,
We have all of our money. Go ahead and ask for that.
yeah,
Yeah,
honestly.
I'll like, very least I'm interested in learning a little bit more while I'm here, and I met a guy with a ship, so
Yeah.
we can see if he's willing to give us a ride.
We always gotta be on a ship.
At least
Sometimes
this
it's
is in the
nice just to
ocean.
walk. I'm just saying. The forest is great. The trees are lovely. Why do we always have to be in the air or the water?
Have we ever been on a water ship?
I don't. Well,
My hope is that you guys, but like,
together,
like,
no.
Yeah.
No.
So my hope is you guys are assuming that I'm talking about a skyship, and then we show up and it's like this weird wiggly monster.
This is Bessie. Fisk, as you get up to settle the check and step away from the group for a moment, you hear a small voice from your pocket say, "Boss, boss!" And you recognize this as something that...
Is it audible, or is it in my head?
It's really quiet but audible.
I'll like smack my pocket, settle the check, and then like step outside, and I'll like let me go ask about that ride, and I'll meet you guys back here in an hour.
Okay.
So we're just supposed to sit here after you paid the bill?
They need the tables. We can walk around.
Yeah,
There's a waitstaff just standing there tapping their foot.
I don't want to be
it's
that
the lunch.
guy.
It's the lunch rush. I don't want to hang here.
And
Would the party like a second appetizer?
Just water.
Do you have any more of this free
I'll,
bread?
like, arrange a place to meet you guys that makes more sense
Yeah.
than just here.
Yeah, that sounds
like
We're
at the
all
dock
out
Oh,
or
we're
something.
meeting at this hotel. We're staying at this hotel. If you want to meet us,
Sure. Yeah,
We can go pick up our stuff.
I'll meet you guys at the hotel in 2 hours.
Damn, we missed the early check-in or check-out.
oh man, we're getting charged. We'll go settle that bill.
That's right. We just had lunch, and it's a day trip, so we'd probably leave tomorrow, anyways.
You pull out the small... Once you get away from the rest of the party, Fisk, you pull out the small piece of blue crystal that Wynn has previously told you it's alive. It's...
I was curious when it /if it was going to come up, or if you'd remembered. This
yeah.
wasn't what I was expecting.
Oh, yeah. You know that it's kind of like
It's something.
It's something. It's saved you a couple times. It's messed things up for you a couple times. You pull out this small crystal. It glows, increasing and decreasing in luminance as the different words come out.
Listen.
It doesn't do that. Instead, it just says, "Okay, we good?" "What?" "Yeah, okay, sorry." Sorry, I know you get particular with your, being places. Anyway, look, hey, I just want to let you know, I felt... You know, your boss, right?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. So, I just felt like, the same thing. I'm just letting you know, maybe he's got, a family member nearby, or maybe he's got, maybe he's, here, and you didn't realize because he was in disguise. But he was, I felt him. He was here. He was close. He's gone now. He was, I don't know, he left or something. But he was there.
He was.
Oh, well, yeah, something like him. Felt similar.
How reliable is
2 out of 3.
Does it have a name?
What would you have been calling it?
Probably something derogatory if it didn't give me a different name. Not like a curse word or anything,
Sure.
but I'd come up with some silly nickname that makes fun of him for being a crystal.
Okay.
I will come up with something if you don't.
You've been calling him Jimmy, but with a G. Jimmy. It's me, Jimmy, boss.
Okay, sorry, continue.
Yeah, no, I'm just telling you what I felt. It was weird, so you like it when I tell you when I feel the weird things, so there.
I thank you for letting me know.
Hey, no problem, boss. And the crystal, relaxes.
I will put it back in my pocket. It's probably on a chain or string or something, as if it's a pocket watch or similar kind of thing, but I'll go find the seafarer guy, who
Cool.
I already forgot his name. Something Wex. Catholic?
Mm-hmm.
Catholic.
Yeah. You find a seafarer. He's got the what's a fun seafarer thing for him to have?
A blowhole.
Very fun. Wow. Yes. You walk up to Kathek. He's
a hole on the
just
top
got
of
a
his
hole.
head.
Yeah. And
So dumb.
Don't walk behind him.
you get one good look at him, and you're like, he can stand in water for a while. That man, he just needs to surface for a moment, and then he's down again.
Cool. I will...
Holding back pervert thoughts.
Gets too excited.
I will...
Yes.
Got a blow.
It's been established that the seafarer has a blowhole. I will flip him a sliver. It's your tip was good.
Hey!
I appreciate it.
You're damn right. So, what brings you back?
I was hoping to see if you'd be willing to give us a lift.
Which way?
Lorm,
Great.
right? We're going to Lorm? That's what you guys asked for? To go
Yeah.
see the dragon?
I heard they just got their docks nice and clean again.
I wouldn't know.
Well, I'll, ready to leave when you are. Go make sure the boys are clothed. I'm leaning into whatever vibe that is.
This is the wrong vibe.
It's the blowhole vibe.
I guess I'm whatever. I've probably dealt with weirder, so I'm we'll probably plan to leave in the morning. It's probably sometime mid-afternoon, and that's a little bit late to leave for a trip, unless he corrects me. But I'll probably say we'll probably plan to leave in the morning.
No objection. I will go gamble. I have a problem.
Well, admitting it is the first step.
Don't we all? Toss him another sliver.
I've already lost it.
And then I will go and fuss about town and then meet the party at the hotel that they're staying at.
Yeah.
2 hours from when I said I would.
Great. You all set off on the ship. Bessie.
Bessie.
It, unlike a lot of the other seafarer ships, more resembles a manatee. Except sort of like wider and not taller. And it has a couple like, like the little smaller arms of a shrimp that just sort of like grabs its stuff as it's going and just like puts it into its mouth. It's got those on the underside if you ever end up looking. Otherwise, there's a couple like small little like wooden shacks built on top of the back of Bessie that are like tied on with like hitches and ropes and such. And the quote unquote the boys are quote clothed as you all take off from port. He said they would be, and they are.
It's so funny because like when
I was
we
just
go out
thinking
together,
the same thing.
I refer to you and Dylan as the boys.
And we're clothed.
I'm clothed.
I've got all my garments.
The boys are clothed.
When you go out for drinks.
Okay.
While we're on the ship, I want to ask the captain or the guy a question. I'm going to kind of like pull him aside and be like, "So these ships, have you ever seen one on demon's blood? Have you ever seen one infected with demon's blood?"
Oh, no. Demon's blood is very expensive. And to have to waste it on something like that is a travesty.
Yeah.
It would poison it for sure. And then, I don't know, the way of Ravagers, it seems like, given the current turn of things, I might need to learn. But no. I've never seen a living ship on demon's blood.
Okay. But it could be possible if you had enough demon's blood.
You know, there's a side of them that are fish and not mammal. And so far I've only seen like people on demon's blood, which are the mammal type. And fish are not like the rest of us. But I don't know. Have you heard of a mermaid? That's kind of what a manatee is. And a manatee's kind of what Bessie is. And Bessie might, and I won't check, be a mammal. So in theory, some ships probably are more likely to be demon-blooded than others.
Okay. That's a very interesting perspective that I hadn't considered before.
Right.
Thank you for talking to me about this.
You're welcome. If it hasn't been said, this is a day voyage, and in the morning we do have a complimentary breakfast, which includes milk from Bessie. And he walks off.
Oh.
I thought he didn't check.
I know.
Look, there's some things you don't question. Bessie gives you milk, you take it. What, are you going to say no?
Is that a mammalian trait? It's yet to be seen.
It would just be rude.
To ask where the milk comes from.
I like it to
That's
view it
to
as
say no.
it's like Star Wars 7, 8,
Oh, no.
8. It's like, green milk.
Yum.
It's complimentary.
Thanks.
As you go and get it, it says, "You look nice."
Intercontinental breakfast.
I will spend our journey starting to tinker with a new piece of living gear.
Ooh.
Because I can invest at an hour-by-hour basis.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we will flesh out what that might be in the future.
Once you know what it might be, we'll
but
flesh
I
it
will
out.
invest some amount of hours working
Sure.
on it.
Do you want any help?
You see a sad man in a sack.
2.
Two sacks. One over the other.
I've made some before.
Side by side.
Top and bottom.
Top and bottom.
Can you actually help?
Interesting question. I'm gonna say
When I was making my living gear in Hempridge, I had help from one of the scientists there or something, and I think it cut down on the time. I still took strain because I was also working. But I was able to cut down on the time it was going to take because it was going to be 24 hours or something.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable to me.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, you're right.
If not, at me.
What's the normal time span that it gives you, or an average time span it gives you?
The normal time is where is it?
You want to add?
Yeah, so a day per rank 3 charge, I think.
Okay.
8 hours per rank 2 charge and 1 hour per rank 1 charge. So multiple days of work in terms of hour cost.
While you have Linnaeus's help, do you remember what you forged last time?
I did. It was a rank
myself?
3 and a rank 2, so it was 24 hours and 8 hours.
Okay. And you were able to do it in 24
in those 2 days that we were there.
2 days.
While working.
While working. Okay. Let's say when Linnaeus helps you with this, you can do it in 2/3 of the time.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah, so I'll spend the 8 to 12 hours or whatever of the transit working on something, and I'll
cool.
Linnaeus' help, and I will figure out what the total time cost is between sessions and deduct from.
Yeah, this sad little potato sack man comes over and is actually pretty helpful.
Happy to help. At least I can be useful somewhere.
He really seems to be doing it out of a need to have a win. And
I will give him a task.
Would you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate my help?
How's Linnaeus doing?
I need to be accepted.
Linnaeus has gotten real depressed in the this past session.
It's been a long time coming. He's too charming. He needed to fall from grace.
Just thinking back to how we started this campaign.
Look, things were too good for him. His parents kicked him out. His friends left him. He was doing really well.
Okay, well, after a day, you're all going to arrive back in Lorm. And,
I've never been here.
You've never been here. You're greeted by a city with shiny new wooden docks as you're stepping off of Bessie, your Jimmy the Crystal gives you just a little small tune of just boop-a-doo, which is established note at this point of just Jimmy saying, "Hey, I sense some residual past chaos in this area."
I love Jimmy.
And you all disembark from Bessie.
Did we drink the milk?
Your choice.
I would drink the milk.
Yeah,
absolutely.
How was it?
Nutritious and, fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Green.
I like it.
I like it.
You brought him a couple jugs.
Wonder if this mixes with the bean juice.
Oh, no.
I mean, cream of bean doesn't sound like the worst soup.
Bean.
Honestly,
bean
that'd be
soup.
okay. Cream of bean.
I will thank Catholic for the ride and wish him well.
As you're off, he just gives you a quick you gonna need more transport soon, or are we good to go sail elsewhere?
If you'll stick around for the day, I'll come back by if we think we'll need another ride elsewhere.
Sure, I'll give the boys a break.
So, the boys.
Right.
Is it just a bunch, your crew?
Right.
Okay. You just call them your boys?
Yes, they're men.
Okay.
Boys to men.
The crew.
Yes.
You watch as a bunch of they're all LA 9s. They all after
I'm not confident enough for this.
after Catholic tells them that they've got the day to relax on shore, they've got shore leave. They all just start taking off their shirts and walking off into town. They all go different ways.
That's very funny.
Mira's flushed.
Dinner.
So does Linnaeus.
Yeah.
Too heartbroken still. Go for it.
I wouldn't know how.
I don't notice their faces, so seeing them all take their shirts off, it's like a heat-seeking missile that just saw chaff. I'm just where is Linnaeus? Which one of them is Linnaeus?
No, I'm in the sack.
And then I see the sack of it's yeah.
It's the one that doesn't look like that.
It's like a ship trying to escape a missile that shoots off flares.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So where are we heading?
Dragon.
Again,
Emphasis on drag.
He's a pretty good guy, actually.
He's kind of mean.
No, he's got a pretty nice sense of humor. He's got great stories. He's a very
We
good
never
guys-
confirmed this. Is this the same dragon that we met?
Are there
yes.
2 dragons in Lorm?
No,
And you
there's
guys
just the
work
one.
And his eyes are green
For
with
the
spots
dragon?
of blue.
We don't work for the
into the
dragon.
dragon.
Sure you don't have something with the dragon?
We're colleagues.
Is it like an enemies to lovers thing?
We're not even enemies. We're colleagues. Are you
Oh.
listening?
No.
At least you're honest.
Sometimes I think back to the jokes he tells me. It's fine.
To answer your question, we don't work for the dragon.
I work for the dragon.
She works for the
Mira
dragon.
works for the dragon, but we are independent, and he sometimes asks us for favors.
We're like contractors.
Yes.
We also did work for the queen. No
Again,
big deal.
We're independent. We're not with the queen. But,
Yeah,
she
we're
pays.
independent.
But I'm with the dragon.
She's with the dragon.
Yes.
But not with the dragon.
How are we going to do this without Laurel?
Out of character.
We have Mira.
This
helpful
is
this
quite
time.
personable.
Okay.
Because we needed a party face. But Fisk doesn't know the dragon, and also is happy to remain that way.
Okay, you're in Lorm. You're going to go talk to the dragon.
Yes.
Or you have to wear bells or something. Wait, no. Is that for the queen or is that the dragon too?
It's both.
That
It's
is
both.
for being in the premise of the palace itself.
yeah,
So
you have to wear bells.
a-
Like weird wooden chime things.
Yep.
It's an absolute nightmare.
Now, Fisk, if you don't want to do that, you can find a reason to, not. But up to you. And then, Michaela, I saw you.
Does Mira have to wear bells because she's a librarian?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone who is not, in with the palace has to wear bells. Even if you're, a royal of the city, they still bell you up.
Are they like wooden bells or like crystal?
They're wooden. You know how I'm envisioning sort of something between wind chimes and marimba type stuff, of something that is hollow, resonant, and makes noise when it moves and hits itself, like me.
Why are you hitting yourself?
Hollow and resonant.
I kind of picture it like big cowbells that kind of sound like wood, like those Dutch
Yeah.
wooden shoes clunk together. I don't know.
Yeah.
We
for
sound
sure.
like clogs.
We are clogs.
Clog vest. A bunch of clogs on a vest. Fashion, if you're listening, unreliable.
Clog vest.
You heard it here first.
Okay, you all head up to the dragon. You get suited up. Linnaeus, you're in Lorm. Give me just a flat D20. Just let me know.
Why?
Because this is a roll specific to Linnaeus.
Is that cocked?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
19.
19.
I will come with because I'm curious.
Linnaeus. Hey. You're suiting up with the rest of them and getting on your garb. As you're suiting up and you're starting to be escorted down by some of the guards to go see the dragon, who is happy to take some of his free time to talk to the Beans chorus, you see just down at the end of the palace hallway, Chuck. In Queen's chorus garb. He turns into a door and is gone.
He turns into a door?
No.
Like a mimic?
He turns and walks through a doorway and is gone because you can't see him anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Chuck? He turned chorus.
He turned chorus.
But only you see this.
And at that point, the rest of the Queen's chorus guard leads you down the stairs, pushing those hidden switches in the walls that you've seen them push before.
There's too many things in this hallway, man.
Does Mira know what the switches are for?
Make a perception roll. I'm not even sure if Mira knows about the switches.
Nope.
Okay.
Switches? What switches?
That was a one. Mira doesn't even know what a switch is.
Yeah,
She's never seen a wall before.
Mira does not notice. It's subtle enough, and the guards don't.
She's excited to see the dragon again.
obviously.
Because they're friends.
Yes, of course. Oh god,
Isn't
I
he
have to
like
play
an
the
old
dragon
guy?
this session.
Yeah, what does the dragon look like?
He's like a just on the cusp of being a silver fox. He's still got like mostly jet black hair, but with like a couple streaks of silver in it.
All right,
But again,
Mira.
we're just friends.
Goatee. He's got just like the little goatee.
Oh, that's
soul patch.
Yeah, it's a soul patch.
that's why they're just friends.
But if he shaved,
If it's a soul patch, does that make Linnaeus hungry?
Stop using that bit. You all head down to the basement. Once again, one of the guards member feeds a little bit of their blood to the door to open it, and it opens up. All of you go inside of this library.
do we pass the door that Chuck went through?
No, not at all. He was way down at the end of a first floor hallway.
Okay. Are we going to go past that on our way out?
Nope.
All right. I'm thinking. Continue.
Great. Let me quickly get in the mind of
Fisk
the
doesn't
dragon.
know Chuck.
No. Blissfully. No. Unaware. Imagine if Linnaeus wasn't successful or secretly likable. Chuck.
Do you
That's
mean
pretty
was
harsh.
successful?
I said what I said. Okay. Get in the mindset of the dragon. What questions are you going to be asking him? Because Owen gets to cheat.
Did you figure out our thing?
Yeah, we'll use that as like a little bit of an icebreaker. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, did you
Checking
figure out-
in on...
Did you figure out that riddle we gave you?
Riddle. Right. Okay. That would be one thing.
Leading into, have you ever heard of a giant black crystal just suspended in the air dripping dragon's blood?
Demon's blood.
Demon's blood, sorry. With
And it's
wyverns.
made of stone.
You go up to meet the dragon, who is currently just transcribing from one book to another. And as all of you come up, he says, "Ah, good. You are back. Tell me what you have learned, and let us communicate."
Do you...
Let us communicate. I don't
Mira gets all flustered.
Okay.
Kick it to the ground.
twirling her hair around. Messing with her bone armor.
Just the straps.
So, how's the riddle?
Finished. Allegedly. I have not sent anyone to check the site, and perhaps that is something you can accomplish.
Probably.
Based on the reading of it and the assumption of the intelligence of those who wrote it, I have narrowed it down to the following location.
Does he make any note about the fact that Laurel's not with us anymore either?
He's not yet, no.
Okay.
He walks over to a larger table that has a pretty nice map of the Far East. You've seen this before. He's pointed out some various things on it. He's placed a small collection of little, like, smoothed out stones on the map, sort of placing down different locations. And he points to one where just a little bit north of Damwar, sort of in the middle of the continent. Unfortunately, here I have the map in the back of this book. He points there and says, in between the river here, there's a small riverbank in between that exists for likely no more than a quarter of a mile. The bank itself has been described to have a few trees on it, but enough to fit the need to be between forks and hearts, ascribing the heart of a tree. The mangroves themselves are likely to include a way to walk north some distance before you make contact and then have to perform the digging action. Whatever is in there shall suffice for you.
There's something like that.
Damwar. Damwher. It doesn't directly show on the map, but there are 3 river forks in that area, sort of in the northern part of the box that I sent. And in between there, which you guys wouldn't have directly flown over, but you were kind of close going from Hembridge to Highstone. There's a island bank in the middle of that with a bunch of mangrove trees suited to that very damp, sandy soil. And inside of there is very likely the treasure that was being spoken about.
I'm glad you caught that. I'm sure if any of us had more knowledge of the geography of the area, we would have figured it out on our own. But
If
I'm
we weren't
sure
busy saving the city and
but having lived here for I presume a while,
Sort of amused.
Certainly, I do not believe this is a riddle everyone could have answered, but I'm sure you are amongst the ranks of those that could. Linnaeus, how are you? How's your journey of education?
good. I like learning.
I should hope so. There's much for you to learn. Anyway, I'm sure you weren't here just for the riddle. What else can I answer for you?
Have you... God, this is hard not having Lorel here.
I noticed...
say that.
Where's,
Yes. Lorel, she
Nayenna?
died.
She fell in combat.
How so?
To a Chaos Wielder.
Yeah.
Terrible way to go.
Yeah.
That takes away the benefit of any Skylanders pushing back housewise against all of this, and it's a terrible loss of a competent being.
And a friend.
Yes. That is what I said.
I'm so flattered.
You are worse for her loss.
I agree. Do you know anything about... Okay, so Lorel's crew went and did some recon on Archelago's while we were in Wrathhead. And they made it out to the islands, and they saw an enormous dark stone, kind of shard-looking thing, that was somehow suspended over a corner of the island, that was slowly dripping demon's blood. It was kind of just coming out of it.
Please be as descriptive and precise to the description you received as possible.
Okay.
Every piece of information you got is crucial.
They made it out to the islands and they saw something. They had suspended the enormous dark stone, shard-looking thing, and out of it, over a corner of the island, descended demon's blood onto the island itself. There were storms over the island opposite of the prism. It was covered with wyverns, and they flew after the Svit. And they had to flee after that.
The dragon stands silently for a good couple of seconds. He then makes a very strong step towards one of the bookshelves behind you all and just like quickly walks through the group of you. You can tell his mind's already like, oh, I need to grab this book and this book. And so he doesn't pay any of you any heed as he brushes past. As he gets to the bookshelf, he says out loud, and this was the ship of the former Miss Nayena?
Yes.
I see. Any reason to distrust the crew or captain of that ship? As he reaches up and grabs a couple books.
No.
He opens them and starts leafing through and starts searching and searching and searching. And very frustrated, snaps that book closed, puts it back up on the shelf with a little more emotion than would begat a dragon, and moves on to a different shelf on the other side of the room and starts looking through books again. He searches through a couple books before finally coming back to the center. And he just comes up with a small, like, it's not manila envelope, but sort of a similar gist of a container of a bunch of different, like, loose pieces of book. And he pulls out a pretty, like, ancient piece of hide where he reviews briefly and says, I have no description of floating pyramids, and to that sort of thing I would immediately look towards the Blyce crystal of the Skylands, but as to the bleeding, there is some description of demons who are cursed with more blood than others.
The description we've gleaned thus far for the demon that we're pursuing, it's called the Mouth of the River.
And he looks down at his book as you say that and repeats it in the same moment as you, and nods and says, well, there is precedent for that. How did you know this name?
I don't remember.
This was session 1.
That's why I don't remember.
There was the tent that a bunch of people are like being dodgy around and going into or not. And inside of that tent, giant stone cage, and inside of that cage was sort of like the collapsed form of a demon that when you went in there to like look at what's going on, like rose up on puppet strings and introduced itself to you. Or if it didn't introduce itself to you...
we didn't learn the name of it on the first session.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
But we learned the name of it a while after that, and I can't remember exactly where the hell we learned it.
Probably from the
Was it the
islanders who were hunting for their lost
Oh,
colony?
the Black Isler.
The 7 and 1.
Yeah, the 7 and 1. I think it was them.
Okay, that sounds
Hunting
right.
for the guy who got
But yeah, I saw the thing.
You also had like the spooky nightmare with it, though, and there's a chance it introduces itself then.
Yeah, that was the one with
No, it just spoke
didn't.
ominously.
it
was like, hello there.
yeah. And
Worse.
I haven't had any more nightmares, I don't think.
No.
But
You should work on that.
I guess I'll respond and say we received some intel from some specialists that tend to hunt these kinds of demons.
He quickly goes over to a small collection of books that all have the same binding and coloration to them and appear to be a part of a series, pulls it off the shelf and just like leafs through 2 pages quickly and then puts it back and goes, yes, the 7 and 1. You spoke to them on, and he like gives out an exact date of when you talked to them and what you said, to the words that you spoke when you were there last time.
Are you having us followed? Are these meetings with you just a formality?
No. When you were here, I remember every word you said and every word I say, and then I transcribe them later.
Okay. That doesn't... How do you know exactly when we've spoken with...
We told him.
read it?
No, he said the date that you were there telling him about it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're good. Yeah, it was the last time you visited him with that information is the one he tells you the day of. So he goes over and covers that. He has now got that cross-reference of that mouth of the river demon. And he regroups back at the center of the room with you all and says, this is new, unprecedented, and troubling. It indicates some more complicated collaboration between some faction of Sky Islanders with access to Blyce, with some faction of Chaos Wielders, with the Ravagers themselves that are getting extra and unnecessary amounts of blood from this mouth of the river demon. The demon certainly is making the greatest benefit from this relation, spreading the separation from Gaia and infusion of its own corruption into the hearts of humanity. But the movement of the Skylanders and the Chaos Wielders has yet to directly reveal itself to anything you've encountered. I've put some ears out in the past month and gotten fewer mouths back. I have learned that some of the surrounding island nations of the mainland, nothing to do with Pakari or the Sky Islands or New Gaia, but the surrounding islands, Archeligos, Arelsho, Teleshimar, Shilk, and Shanami, all of them have been siphoning their Chaos Wielders, who naturally grow there, back to Archeligos, back to where those pirates were. Additionally, I've heard tell of some calling themselves part of the Crimson Kingdom. The metaphor of such a name is frankly uninspired, but hopefully I do not need to tell you who they represent. Regardless, it puts forth a question of if they have any further goals. One of the greater unanswered one is why, way back in Highstone, they struck, destroyed, and stole one of my precious books.
You said the demon is getting a fair bit out of this deal. He gets to spread his corruption. Can you imagine what incentive others would have by joining with this demon? What is everybody else getting out of this?
The smaller islands of the mainland are frankly not considered worth talking about in the same breath to some of the greater ones. A lot of these smaller islands receive bad trade deals, are taken advantage of by the greater powers and collections of more competent Chaos Wielders than other places. He makes direct eye contact with Fisk before looking away again. Thus, the alliance is not one of... The alliance is one of gaining power through military strength and through the ability to stand up to those that previously have been attempting to take advantage of them.
If the only reason that these smaller islands are joining with this monstrous entity is that it seems like that's the only way they're able to get power, is it possible to maybe reach out to them diplomatically and try and arrange something with their leaders so that they don't have to resort to something like this in the first place?
Possible.
Real rubbed
Yes.
off on you.
If they're being ignored by the greater kingdoms like Lorm, then maybe Lorm could use this as an opportunity to bring them back into the fold, and in doing so would undermine the main incentive of the demon to weaponize them.
Certainly.
You should have politics.
There's
I'm a manipulative asshole. I don't have to believe in things to say them.
So you should be in politics.
so yes, you're right.
Yeah, Fist was going to ask him about the Chaos Wielders and his thoughts of where they're coming from, but he went there without Fist needing to say anything.
There's a half-illiterate man on Talisha Nar who calls himself a dragon. If you're looking for a way to start making diplomatic inroads, such as they don't resort to violence, then perhaps teaching him how to better analyze text, subtext, and sub-subtext would be a starting point for there. Though the rest of the islands, I'm afraid I have to read up on.
Well, I don't know if you've learned much about us on an intimate level, but we might not be the most...
He does not look at Mira.
She blushes.
He does not.
I look at Mira.
He looks at everyone but Mira.
Mira does not look at him either. She looks at Linnaeus.
What I'm saying is when I was suggesting diplomacy, I didn't necessarily mean us do it. We're not really good at that.
I am.
We're not really good at that.
I can be diplomatic.
Well, that's a very self-aware comment to make, and I must agree you would not be able to educate this wormling of a man.
Why not?
He's an idiot.
Why would the minor islands be funneling their Chaos Wielders to this uprising?
A good question. One potential is that this is the weaker side of the mainland continent. On this side, there really only is the Far East as a strong city-state. The other side, you find all sorts of chaos and bickering from the Storm Point, which is nigh impenetrable to some of the weaker chaos, to Haydn, where it is its own bastion of defense and quote-unquote culture in that part of the land. Truly, this is one of the weaker sides of the mainland on which to start, and that is fully recognizing that these islanders would have no chance directly trying to colonize the swamps of the Naga. Many more capable and well-equipped than they are, and I say that having already misestimated their abilities, have tried to take the swamps of the Naga.
I just mean that Chaos Wielders are usually kept close to the chest, so to speak.
Oh yes, they are often held as loyal dogs, but even those that keep hounds know where to use them and spend them if their means aligned so. Given the actions of this Crimson Kingdom, it would imply that they're not that interested in keeping Chaos Wielders around for some reason or another. Maybe it's because they're a liability, maybe it's because their price is too high. Worth investigating. Not yet clear. Ask them yourselves and see what they tell you.
Has there been any...
I don't think Fist likes the dragon.
There are a few who do.
He's also not very good at deception.
Okay, has this...
Has this ever happened to you?
happened to you?
Lenny starts getting.
These attacks and everything have only been happening on this side of the continent. Has there been any news from the other side?
Very little, if any at all.
Okay. And I had another question.
Fist does not immediately volunteer anything. Though I guess he did tell you guys when we were meeting that he came from Haydn. So at least you guys know that.
There have been along the coast heading towards the Twins, but not yet reaching the Twins. There's been a little bit more reports of like Ravager ships being seen in that area, and sometimes they actually like disembark and do raids or try to like abduct people. But nothing reaching the Twins yet. I would also say there at this point would be a couple sightings near the Black Island.
Mm-hmm.
Way up in the northeast.
Yeah, that's way on the other side.
Where seldom is heard a demon discouraging word.
And the skies are kind of cloudy all day.
Home in the gray.
Where the demons and chaos do play. The cult is the other thing I want to ask about. Do we have anything else
I don't think
like
so.
associated with this?
I think that's all the new information we have.
Okay. The other thing we want to ask about is the cult, the Dawn of the Dimming Naga. They have mostly evacuated the city.
Yes.
Any new news on that in the past few weeks?
Unfortunately, it appears that they have taken over many farms along the southmost coast, and the Queen has not done anything about it because the farm is still sending her food.
Okay.
The people are happy, and she has other problems to deal with.
I have to ask, are you concerned about them at all? Or are they not really as big of a threat?
They are on my list of things to be worried about, and I'm not taking actions to weaken them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a possibility that the Queen's Chorus has been infiltrated by a member of the cult.
Do tell.
There was a man. I'm sorry, Saxter. Please don't hate me. There was a man named Chuck. This is legit. And he tried to... We met him a while ago. What? Oh.
What are you doing?
He's gonna hit you.
You're going to hit me?
You're not
Don't
He'll
strike me.
smack you.
He only said he wouldn't arrest me or kill me. So he wouldn't slap me. There was a man that we met a while back named Chuck that lost his party, and it was a whole ordeal. He single-handedly tried to go after the cult, got taken by them, put in prison, I think, and I saw him here as we were coming down in Queen's Chorus garb.
In the garb, in the palace?
In the palace.
Well, if he has become a full member of the chorus, then I will say, without overstepping my gracious welcome from the Queen, that there has not been a disloyal member of the chorus. Ever.
Are they indoctrinated in some way? What kind of...
I would say they are indoctrinated in the same way that any of us are into a peaceful society.
I'm only saying he was in prison, he was gone when the cult left, and now he is a member of the Queen's Chorus.
I'm not sure how thorough their vetting process is for new members, or how long the training typically takes, but his transition into a fully fledged member of the Queen's personal, guard is it's interestingly quick.
I understand your surprise of never seeing that. I will say that the Queen's Chorus is thorough and pays very good attention to detail. No more I shall say amongst the host that allows me to keep my great hoard here. And
Is it just us? Like, the dragon and us?
Yes, the guards are outside of the room. The door is closed.
Okay. So and this is me saying, not Saxter. So his concern isn't necessarily getting in trouble for divulging it; it's actually telling us, like, the information.
Yeah, and he's not allowed.
Yeah.
Who are we gonna tell?
Anyone.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
When you're not allowed to tell the secrets, you don't tell the secrets.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah.
This man may be a messy bitch, but he's not a messy bitch. You know?
Maybe a messy bitch, but he ain't a snitch.
I'm so glad you brought up Chuck. I was having the exact same thought, but I'm like, Fisk has no fucking clue.
He just saw a guy.
One last note going back to the Dawn on the Dimming Naga. It's not directly related, but there's been a disruption of food supply chain between some of the more southern villages from the southern farm town of Hamsla, leading up through the mountain pass to Coltriggs. Those shipments have not been arriving, and the people in Coltriggs have been going on very little. If you're in the area, there's something nefarious happening, and of course keeping a happy citizenry lets me keep my hoard intact. Plus the queen will probably like it too. Double payday if you play it right.
Is this farming community one of the ones that was visited by the Dawn on the Dimming Naga? Or
I
is
think
this a different farming community?
Hamsla would have many sympathizers there, and you would want to be very careful if you go there directly.
Okay.
Well, otherwise I should say good job in Wrathhead. He gives the party 6 rubies.
Nice.
Oh god, there's so many things. I have written so many notes. The Dawn of the Dimming Naga. Do we know how long they've been established for in Lorm?
You ask, and the dragon heads over to a couple burps. The dragon heads over to the same bookcase that he was keeping a lot of his other notebooks upon, and pulls off a much earlier one, flips through a handful of pages, and says some of the early establishments of this cult was over a decade ago. They did not really pick up until one Elix showed up in the past 5 years. That's when things started getting tense and organized.
And out of character, I'm not going to ask the dragon this.
Okay.
When did... I probably wrote it down, sorry. When did the queen gain power? How long ago was that?
Oh, good question.
It's been a bit, I thought.
It's, yeah, obviously in her lifetime.
Beat him up.
The book lists it as several years ago, and I'm going to say that in the Pure Light cult first showed up at the time of the Revolution of the Queen. Because there was chaos and instability, there was opportunity for them to more blatantly exist out in the city and get a lot of new memberships of the faction of fuck Naga, get them out of the town. Even though there's still never been like widely accepted belief of the Naga being here in the first place. This was sort of like a small anti-faction to Queen Karenina herself. And at this point in time, the group sort of like hit a peak when Elix showed up of taking a lot of real meaningful action against the new state, and then they started to be cracked down upon. With the disappearance of Dawn of the Dimming Naga from the city itself, there's less immediately scrutiny towards them, especially because they're still providing food to the rest of the city-state. So there was some contention aligned with the rise of Queen Karenina, and it's still a little messy.
So is there, like, I guess I would have to ask. I wouldn't know this any other way, but I think Saxter would have to ask the dragon. Has the cult is the scrutiny on the cult only derived because they have a political opposition to the current regime, or is it that they've actually taken overt action against the leadership? Are they actually a threat, or are they just noisy?
They've actually caused damage to the city. They have killed some people in the changeover time when Karenina was still Queen Karenina was still coming to power. The actions at that point in time were much more violent than they have been up until recently, when you told me about their park behavior. But they took on a new face of a more peaceful, we just want the city to be well off position. And that was something that was... That turn really came from when Elix came into the hierarchy of the cult.
Okay. And they're... pardon my ignorance on the subject, but we don't really have a lot of experience with light.
It's not your fault. Continue.
From the Sky Islands, it's not something we typically encounter, but is the concern that they would somehow channel the light to in a destructive way within the borders of Lorm, or?
Oh, certainly. In fact, I believe that was recently an actual risk. The ceremony in the park did end up matching one that was never really successful, but has been marked as a common pattern amongst pure light cults. They seek things that generate light on their own, and then they attempt to use it to beguile the pillar of pure light to their location. It's fortunate it did not work, and I'm certain if they had something more than the simplicity that they brought, then they would have been more successful.
Do you think them failing is what caused them to evacuate the city? If their attempt to channel the light directly into the heart of what they consider to be the opposition didn't actually bear fruit, then is that why they left?
I do. It was an overt move, and adding on to that, it was something that, given the city just fought off a small minor invasion, there would be acceptance amongst the rest of the city for unifying the paths of the rest of the city and making sure that any out groups and dissenters were conveniently lost in this situation as well. They appropriately read the political conditions of the city, and after failing on their more overt move, correctly chose to evacuate, and now we're playing nice again in a very frustrating way.
Okay. Thank you for answering my questions.
Certainly.
I guess we should check out that farm down. Right? I don't know. That's what we do.
I might ask for some more clarification about like what I should be doing now, since Linnaeus is obviously not giving the book back.
I said at some point.
juncture.
Didn't say no.
You quickly have a small side conversation with the dragon, and he expresses that he was because he was you learned that the book had talked to Linnaeus and that something had happened. He is absolutely certain that he wants you to keep with Linnaeus, keep him safe, keep him investigating this book and continue to report more information.
Understood.
Yeah.
Do we leave?
I think so. Lisa, unless you have...
I know you're
Furiously
poring
flicking
over
through
some
pages and
notes.
pages.
I'm going back to like session 6. Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay. You all just do a little out of the dragon's den, and
I don't do that.
Okay.
How many,
Everyone minus Saxter.
how many Queen's Course members escort us?
There's 2, one at the front, one at the back.
Are either of them
You
check?
could take them.
We're a higher level now. We could take the whole castle.
Hold on, let me start opening the
Or
keeper's
palace. Or
Sorry.
Maybe I will get some
That's
stuff.
not where you're going.
The okay.
Just trying to
Okay,
predict
one
where
thing-
you were going with that.
The door that takes blood, has it been different guards or different course members, or is it like the same one that we've noticed?
Great question. It has been the same person. You think there is actually, because you've been here enough, it's 2 people. Depending on the time and day that you visited, one of 2 people has always come down to this door, which at this point I found somewhere in the stats is a living door.
I was gonna ask. Yeah. It's okay. And the levers. And how far off the like hallway that we're in were the like hidden levers?
So they are pretty darn close. They're hidden in the stones that construct the halls themselves. They're smaller stones that are able to be easily slid out of place. And then there's some mechanism inside that you see them push against.
Okay. And I've noticed 2 or just 1 that they've done
You've
twice.
seen one at the top of the stairs. I'm pretty sure you've also seen one at the bottom of the stairs outside of the dragon's den. As you're looking at this more, give me another perception check.
10.
10
Exactly.
is an exact pass. You once again pay attention to what is being done by these Queen's Course members as they slide a little bit of stone out of the way and push into the wall. You faintly down a hallway that you've never been taken down before hear what sounds like a small muffled chime, just a little ka-chung.
does it sound like our bells?
Yeah. Maybe bigger, but not too much.
And is that hallway
No.
open?
Yeah, it leads
I've
deeper
got
into a
the
different part of the basement of the
bells
palace
of
of the
them
queen.
I want to do something, guys. This goes back so far.
I did lay the seeds for this a long time ago.
So long ago. Session 7.
You're going to get us in trouble.
We were so tiny then. Little bitty.
There were only 2.
Yep, one at
Mira
the front
is
and one at
also
the back.
here
And
watching
Amira.
it.
Yeah, there is an open question of mirrors on our side after you start making that decision.
While we're still this close to the dragon, she's gonna side with the dragon. Like, yes, she helped you read the book, but I'm still employed by this silver fox back there.
He's not quite a silver fox, okay?
And we're just friends, so it doesn't even matter.
You keep saying that.
Shut up.
Weird is you say that when no one asks.
No one has ever asked you about the relationship. You just keep saying.
Don't want to get killed.
does feel like this is a bad time to get in trouble.
I know. But, like, we're also kind of heroes, so...
You could just ask them. Just see what they say.
Okay, I'll fall back with the Queen's Course member who's behind us. And just go, "Psst, hey."
Yes?
What do the levers do?
What levers?
You know what I'm talking about.
Do I?
Yes. You hit something in the wall and then the chime sounds down the hall.
They're going to recruit you. Be careful.
I'd like to see them try. Can't get me in my potato sack.
This is my self-confidence potato sack.
Beans before queens.
Episode title.
Damn good. That's great. The chorus member looks at you with a slight smile and says, "I'm afraid your friends are getting ahead of us. Let us continue, please."
What do they do?
Ostento! And the other chorus member stops the rest of you and turns and looks back. And everyone looks at you standing there. Now, let us continue.
Mira takes a couple steps closer to you.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
That's what bells sound like.
Thank you. I liked it.
Fine. How long have you been here?
I have been here for over 6 years.
What's your name?
Lenus.
What?
Lenus.
Lenus.
It has an umlaut.
Over which letter?
Yes.
All of them.
The L's.
Do I... Okay, I might not know this.
Umlaut.
Do I get the feeling that if I were to book it down the hallway, they would
Sorry.
arrest me or, like, kill me?
Well, Mira's coming to get you.
Prison, I can get out of.
Think
At least giving you a
I-
light tackle.
want a perception check. Definitely a perception check. You're reading your surroundings.
I don't think they could keep me in prison.
12.
12. You think that at this point in time, depending on how far you get, if you only get a little ways, you might just receive a scolding and a "you're on thin ice, bucko." Depending on how far you get and what you encounter and what you do about it, could get a lot worse. Before you make your decision, I wanted to let you know that I think I want to start having seeker points roll over as long as it's the same adventure based on how we're playing. That way they're more relevant.
What's your fatal flaw again?
Once I learn you can do something, I don't stop to think about if I should.
Yeah, so for
Dylan,
no reason.
what are you trying to do?
For no
doing?
reason, I just want to bring that up in case someone was going to lean into something anytime soon.
Dylan's a player, really wants to know what's going on here.
I wanna
don't know
know.
if Fisk is willing to
But I also
get himself arrested. But also, like, Fisk could pop back to Hyden if he had to. So, like, I'm actually feeling relatively confident that I probably can't get murdered by these guards.
If you tried to do it now,
I guess I could never come back to Lorm.
there's like, now that you've brought it up to them, they will have, any amount of knowledge we get out of it will be of like limited usefulness. We could break in at some point, or I don't know, like maybe we could try and do this when we're not being watched.
Oh my god. Chaos Wielders are like the ultimate infiltrator.
In
anywhere, ever, whenever they want.
Because I'm not making that
Because
connection.
they
My
can
mind's elsewhere.
teleport to a place that they're familiar with.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. You just gotta get out.
Like
Spell.
the random hallway that we just got escorted through.
Would not
at a
call you
random time
familiar
of
with
day.
this hallway. You'd have to walk this hallway at least like a dozen more times to be familiar with it.
All right,
Do
we gotta
some
make
quick
a couple
laughs.
more dragon. We gotta make a couple more
Do
dragon
some
calls.
suicides
Hold
real
on,
quick.
I got cramps. Just let me run this one out.
Living Door is pretty memorable. It was-
No, he's not confident enough to do it right now. I want to so bad, Owen.
You could have this one more secret point, and then you'd have 3 and then carry over.
And then I'll get killed.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Someone I'm protecting. There is someone I'm protecting.
Hold on, there's
And I'll do
more.
anything I can to keep them safe.
That is an interesting
also the dragon?
little note in the.
That's an interesting. Your job is to keep Linnea safe from the dragon.
I think my job is to keep the book safe, which Linnaeus has.
Well,
The job is highest priority book safe.
Book.
Second highest priority Linnaeus discovering book
Yeah.
is in his pace.
We need both
Oh,
of them.
okay. I thought the wording he used, I thought, was keep Linnea
Third highest
safe.
priority dinner later. I mean, what? No,
No, we're just friends.
no, a friend dinner.
It's completely
Frenner.
platonic.
Platonic friender.
Platonic fritter.
Can I out of character ask, is this going to make anyone mad if I do this?
I have no clue how
It's not gonna
Fisk
make me
will
mad.
react, but no, it will not make me a player mad.
No, it
No.
wouldn't make
It makes
as a
me
player mad.
very amused and excited, but I don't know what Fisk does then.
You missed.
I did. I don't have the confidence. I'm gonna run down the hallway.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I feel like this is a lean in moment. All things considered.
I just like make eye contact with Linus. And I book it.
He like sees you and says, and then you go, and he's like, no, do not. And it's too late. You're running. Okay, leaning in. I think you all have an opportunity to also lean in with your fatal flaw to escalate and worsen the situation, which you'll get a secret point for doing. But it will make the situation more complicated. Going clockwise, Fisk, do you want to lean in? What's your fatal flaw again? Oh, I remember your fatal flaw.
Do we get to know?
Something Dylan.
I have someone's I'm protecting, and will do anything to keep them safe. So I'm not sure how leaning in works here. If anything, leaning in here is I am not going with Linnaeus. I will follow the rules, but that doesn't make things worse.
It doesn't make things worse
Yeah,
or more complicated, so I don't think there's a good way for you to
so that's fine.
do this. Mira,
I'm running after Linnaeus.
you're running after Linnaeus, which
To keep
in
him
a way
safe or like tackle him.
To keep him. Well,
Could be both.
You don't know yet.
does make things a little more complicated in that you're running after him. That adds a whole extra dynamic into it, for better or for worse. So I'm going to absolutely say that's part of leaning in. You also get a secret. Saxter.
I don't think.
Thanks.
I don't think I would lean in this situation.
Okay. You're going to hang back with Fisk.
Yes.
The boys stay close.
Yeah, I mean, Fisk's trying to decide if he chases after them. He's not necessarily leaning in because there's fatal flaw, but also, like, these are the people he's traveling with, and, like, I don't know what to do here. I think he hesitates.
Okay.
We'll see what happens in the next couple of moments, and he'll react based on that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm so curious.
I'm pretending I didn't see you take off. I'm just kind of like looking at the
Look
walls.
at the
That's very funny. That's
So
much funnier.
Linnaeus books it down this dark basement hallway. Mira quickly follows suit, with Linus taken a little bit surprised, starting to follow. At the same time, Ostanto just gets a really chill grin on their face and goes, "All right, folks, we're gonna just stay right here as we wait for this all to be figured out. Okay? Is there anything about the history of the building I can tell you?" And the camera pans away from them, regardless of what Fisk and Saxter says.
That would be leaning in. Jesus.
Well, I was hoping they'd both go chasing after, so then I was like, well, I can't just stand here. Mm-hmm. But the fact that one guard is staying with us, it's like, well, now I'm like, I don't know what to do.
We can bail them out of jail. I don't know. If we're all in jail, that's no good to
I
anybody.
will continue to hesitate.
Escape.
Linnaeus, as you're running down the hallway, you hear, with Mira close on your tail, Linus yelling while they're running, "Bells in the dark! There are bells in the dark!" You continue to run down this darker hallway. You feel it start to get more humid. The stones underneath start to have little bits of gravel, so you're able to keep your traction. And you also notice that some of the stones themselves have been worn away. They've been smoothed. Like someone taking a large, enormous, palm of their hand and just rubbing across it day and day.
We could talk about a big giant thing.
Right.
Going back and forth or something.
It looks
Like a snake.
It looks quite large in these hallways. You run down this hallway. You take a couple corners until you reach a room that you're surprised is so accessible from this point. But you come to reckon it's right below the Queen's audience chamber, where Queen Karina herself takes guests. Small pinholes of light, I'd say maybe 40 or 50 arranged in a grid across the ceiling itself, shoot down, and you can faintly hear the goings-ons of the room above you. The room down here is very humid, and the floor tiles themselves turn into a small, very, very thin pool of warm water, reminiscent of a swamp. In the middle of this room is a size 2 Naga, enormous snake woman, who is has sort of sat herself up from previously just casually laying down in the water. You see she is looking with a cocked eyebrow as you round the corner into her area, definitely hearing you coming. As you jump into this room and just sort of, I think you come to a stop in surprise seeing her, and then Mira quickly behind. The snake woman says, "Ah, little man thing, you should not be here. Oh, the mistakes you have made. But it's too late. You are here. Step forward into the water."
You did want to learn to speak Nagese.
I did.
Did you learn any words?
I feel like I know some words.
She starts to actually get up into a full position. You probably for the first time in your life look at an apex predator. And for the first time in your life, you realize there is a gun pointed at you. If this Naga decides to coil and spring, she will be in front of you immediately. And the teeth that she smiles at you out of her mouth will do damage.
Mira's going to step in front of Linnaeus.
Oh, second man thing.
She is a lady.
I don't know that that's important right now.
None of you hairless apes are ladies. Not like us. What is wrong, guest? I give you welcome and you stand there. Step forward.
I think back to the Nagis I've learned a little bit in the dictionary. And I'm like a tourist, right? Just like,
Great.
who are you? Please.
Let's do a will roll, politician, and Nagi, so Tubu.
Okay. What is my will again? I'm so scared. $15.
Nice. She adopts an expression of at least slightly like, this small breakable thing isn't as stupid as the rest. I'm interested. I'll continue this interaction past what I thought I would. She
I also imagine I'm peeking out from like behind me.
You've got a mom arm out in front of you.
She slithers a little bit around the side of the room as looks like she's sort of loosening her tail up as she's been reclined for some time. She makes a little bit of her lap around the room and then doubles back, looks over at you and says, "Horrible accent, but well placed question. You may know me as Karenina."
Knew it. Yeah, I fucking knew it.
And knowing that, you had better make a reason for you and your not quite man thing to leave alive. I don't tell everyone this. Fewer get to go.
I mean, you guys were on good standing with the queen.
Sure, but also like there's something you
But
don't
also-
get to learn from the state.
I showed Michaela this so early on. I wrote this down.
Yeah,
Brandon
good.
and I had conversations
Good.
about this
Yeah.
so early on.
I'm glad my foreshadowing paid off.
Oh, so
Yeah,
good.
absolutely did.
Okay.
In the wall, as you come to this realization, you see a small, like, stone hole cut in the side, and it looks like there's this small, not really pipe, but passageway that goes right up underneath the Queen's, in quotes, chair.
Yep.
You also now notice in the room a couple bones here and there.
Yeah.
You know, casually. Human bones, most likely. Probably.
She's gotta eat.
Yeah,
Girls
she's
gotta eat.
What? A girl has hobbies, huh?
Heaven forbid.
Linnaeus. It's a good thing it's you doing this, and you don't know why yet.
Okay.
Linnaeus, you get asked for a very specific reason that the Queen should let you live, and leave with this state secret intact. And as you... I don't know, how are you taking that? idea. Where is Linnaeus?
Oh god. Stupid.
Bad place lately.
Sweating buckets in those potato sacks.
Very damp potato sacks.
As you are freaking out, you hear the same voice that spoke to you in the form of Laurel say, "You know, it pays to have connections. Doesn't hurt to drop names now and then."
Errol.
The queen, like, slit eyes like narrowest slivers you've ever seen, basically gone. What?
Errol, last name that I can't say.
Salmignior.
Salmignior.
Good enough. Huh. And? Ah, shit. Sorry, kid.
Mira looks at you like, what the fuck?
Have you ever considered you're not the only person special as you are? Naga can do it too. Not all. Genuinely, I just rolled this blessing on the Naga, so it just lines up perfectly. All planned. All intentional.
I don't think my goals particularly align with the city itself. And I pull out the book from my skirt.
What is that? Book.
You don't recognize it?
No. I busy myself with a state, not a
She cares about the city.
collection of wood dead. You man things, write things in the most impermanent way. Pathetic.
Look, one essence taker to another.
She smiles a big smile. Lots of teeth.
Yay?
Yes.
There's so much I can do. And, don't you get, like, curiosity? Don't you want to know what it is?
She slithers up to you. And as she gets close to you, you realize her torso is like 1.5 times the size of a human's torso. She's larger than you. She, like, towers just a little bit over you as she gets maybe a couple feet away, and she says, "I am always curious. That is how I live. What is it you're offering or suggesting or man-wording?"
I can figure this out.
It seems pretty solved to me. Kill and take.
But to what end?
My end. The end of bringing back the gods. The end of the Naga being properly chosen. Not you mend things with your essence.
I don't know. Is she speaking just the trade speech?
She's talking to you in trade.
Okay. I'm on the same path. I'm curious as to what these souls can do for me and for us. And I think I could be an asset to you by being out there.
I see.
Learning all I can.
You are also going to research the breaking of the essence.
Yes.
And that is something I would like to know. For too long, that Errol has been dead with his promises.
I'm young. I'm alive.
You are young, alive, and your blood runs hot. Okay. But she moves over to a different side of the chamber. She moves a little bit of like debris and coverings and pulls out a couple small like insectoid looking armbands, and she quickly slithers back over to where the two of you are and says, "You must put these on if you want to leave. That is my condition. You learn. You keep him safe.
That's always been my plan.
And you man-things say nothing of this, or else." And she holds up the little insectoid armbands, and you see these small, tiny needles on the inside. These hear you. These kill you. And there will be nothing you can do to take them off.
Deal.
You hold out your arm. She, with her scaly skin, like slides it up your arm, and you feel it clamp down. This, as part of the deal, is going to act as a piece of living gear. So depending on how many pieces of living gear you can bond to, it will replace those.
2.
Congratulations, you've got a permanent permanent piece of living gear.
Yay.
If you ever try to take it off or not feed it or say the secret that Queen Karenina is the Naga underneath the temple, you will be killed immediately in a way that cannot be stopped and will interrupt any actions that you are taking. Okay. If you try to circumvent it in any way, Karenina just tells you flat out, like, it's just going to kill you. It's not going to fuck around like, oh, maybe there's some gray zone. It will just kill you. Actually, I think as you're on the way out, this would be something Linus will tell you all, who's just been standing in the background, preventing you from just turning and running. And with that, you have learned one of the greatest secrets of the Far East, which you cannot tell anyone.
Except for Mira.
We can talk to each
No.
other.
Oh, no?
You try to even tell each other about this, and it will be like,
Well, shit.
secrets out, kill him.
Okay.
Is it only if we like speak about it to each other?
The piece of living gear, as Linus implies, has the ability to like keep track of where your thoughts are. And so if you're like, I'm gonna write about it, dead.
Dead? Okay, got it.
If you're like, I'm gonna whistle it in a song, dead.
Got it.
If you try and like obfuscate the way you say it,
It will err on the side of dead. So it's best not to think about it and to not even consider conveying it to others.
Gotcha.
Kind of a complicated thing to do for someone whose worst instinct is to just, not think about things and rush into things. But hey, it's not like it got you into this mess or anything. Ooh, wow, that was a big one. That secret point was well spent on my part.
That was a horrible trade.
1 seeker point for potential instant death. Worth it.
But they carry over now.
They do.
Which is great, because that's 1d6 you can add to a roll.
Worth it.
Look,
Or a heal.
it's possible
Or
it
a
could
heal.
help me.
That's true.
I can use it for healing. I can also use it for you guys.
That's true. I'm just joking.
I could turn this whole place into plants and make it permanent with a seeker point. So,
That's pretty cool.
jokes on Naga Queen.
Wow. Oh boy. Okay. After a probably tight 5 minutes where Ostinato just, mindlessly blabs about the history of the palace, the Far East, and how it was actually partially built when they got there, and how about a lot of the construction was just building additional building on top of the Undercity of a lot more than just the palace, but a lot of stone networking and tunnels that already exist from some ancient times. Eventually, Linus comes back out, escorting both Mira and Linnaeus.
Hey.
Fist relax slightly. He was on it. Do I take off? Do I get out of here? So,
Welcome back. Are you in trouble?
They should not answer that question. They are fine. They are alive, and they are allowed to leave. Let us continue leaving.
Okay.
I agree with Linus.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Let's continue leaving. Bean card?
Yep, bean cart.
Bean cart. Okay. All right.
Welcome to the Beans Chorus.
I guess we leave.
Yeah, you leave. You all take off your bells, and you get out of here.
What happened?
We're leaving.
We're leaving.
Bean card.
Bean cart.
But you'll, tell us.
Yeah, this is after we're in the palace, after
Yeah.
we're taking the bells off.
Yeah.
We're walking to wherever. It's so what happened?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing, yeah. Kind of was not as exciting as I
Linnaeus
hoped.
ran off. We collected him. We are back. We are going to the bean cart.
Mira
End of
tackled
discussion.
me.
Do I know that they're lying?
Make a perception roll. They would have the deception from Will, I believe.
Can I use politics for a boon?
Yes. Hilarious.
No boons for me.
Wait,
do you
don't
have
we just
anything
roll
applicable?
against their stat?
Do you
Or
have
is it
a
a contested roll?
I think it's applicable profession.
if I'm trying to deceive him.
I'm
I
gonna
thought we
do
just
it.
roll against
Probably
the stat.
not. Probably not. No.
It's more fun if it's contested.
Okay.
I rolled 2 then?
Well, no, because that means
Or no? I don't know
lose.
what I'm doing.
I rolled a
D-
15.
D20
24.
Will.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I
then
couldn't
do you have any-
possibly.
You get a boon. Do I get a boon?
Do you have any professions that would help you, Mary? Okay.
Probably not. 7.
You have 3 secret points. Oh, but 6 wouldn't get you there.
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't know of any boons that you'd have for this.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know if any of my professions apply here.
okay.
So I know Mira's lying.
Yeah, Mira's obviously not telling you something, and she seems to be, even though she knows, even though she's not doing a good job of it, she's also holding to that. She's drawn a metaphorical line in her mind of I'm not going past this.
But that was also a really big thing that she did not know was happening.
Poor Mira just getting dragged into all that.
I just wanted to be a librarian.
The dragon. Hate that guy.
He's really
The living gear is visible, right? Like it's just
Like an
on
armband.
us.
So unless you wear something that hides it.
It's the world's worst friendship bracelet.
Is it at least cool? Is it like a bicep band or is it like a bangle?
Yeah. From a distance in the shadows, it could be confused for like a tribal tattoo or something.
Oh, cool. Okay. Sick. Yeah, we just got these friendship bracelets.
Is mine like under my armor though? Like, would you see that I would have one?
You had to have exposed and put one on.
Yeah.
You could have put out like just a bit of your hand and it would have crawled up. Because that's
Gross.
fun and horrifying. But that's the facts of it.
Like the mummy.
No, no, that's my no. No.
Yeah. I think
I'm not
Fish
lying.
will ask about
Not
it.
at all. Nothing.
And they hold hard to nothing.
Beans on me.
And a second round on me.
And then maybe like a really stiff drink.
Or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all head off to get some drinks, relax, and that's a nice, clean place to end the episode. Oh boy, I said a whole lot of things that episode. Oh, I forgot I wanted to end on a stinger. You hear that voice one more time. Well, now you owe me one. Name's Errol. I have a lot to teach you. And now we're done. Hey, party people. We're no, sorry, you're not party people. You're sober, responsible party adults. But thank you for listening. It means something to someone somewhere. Don't think too much about it. I try not to. If you have any comments, questions, weird points of feedback, or want to send us pictures of Caldwell Tanner, then email us at unrolliablepod@gmail.com. Unreliablepod@gmail.com. I think I left that joke in the bits, so here it comes.
But I don't want this one because it says a faithful dog, but I know you're gonna kill it.
You can
You
skip
can't
that
be
one.
president.
I also rolled a faithful dog, and I'm like, too risky.
No, plus that'll just fuck up my stealth roll. It's like Fallout.
You just leave it at home sometimes. Up to you. Or Owen.
A scar on your neck where your throat was once cut. Like,
I did it.
when did this happen?
So,
Yeah. I still don't like to be a person who name drops, so doesn't, like, announce unprompted, but, like, he's not hiding it.
I can only imagine what that's like.
I was like, people get so upset when you eat on podcasts. Like,
If we pause, I'll go back and I'll repeat that sentence.
Question.
Answer. Daily Double.
What is
wait.
this bullshit?
Owen, what the fuck? Hey, man. You kidding?
Laurel's dead.
I would tell you about
Laurel's dead. Laurel might make this connection, but
But dead.
dead.
It is very, very sad.
Dylan's doing a little boogie in his chair.
and it's
so
a sight to
beautiful.
behold.
That's what I'm going to miss the most. I start dancing. I'll remember it fondly. Love the ducky dice.
If
a
we
dumb one.
were world's
It's a
best grandpas
perfect one.
for an entire campaign, we can be the beans chorus.
We were never the world's best grandpas.
We were always the world's best grandpas. You take that back. Slander. I can't play with this man
Shut your
anymore.
whore mouth.
I made cups, god damn it.
Asshole.
Okay, living expenses. When you finish an adventure, you must... Oh. Yes, do that.
How much is it?
I have a shitload of money right now.
I do, and I feel it.
Look at the pain. His shoulders are shaking with pain laughs.
No.
That's what birds sound like.
Yep.
Shout out to Caldwell Tanner.
Yes.
Caldwell, if you're listening, what the fuck, dude? How'd you end up here? Hi. Nice to hear from you.
We have the same
Well,
birthday.
not hear from you, but also if you hear from us, unreliablepod@gmail.com. I'll send you a picture of my cat. I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
That's 8 cats.
8 cats coming your way.
And a
That's a
dog.
lot
If-
of pussy.
We will send you a picture of the dog.
Octopussy.
Well,
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Stone.
Don't.
Yes.
stone. This session alone is
Oh my god.
Yeah,
A lot of notes.
There's a lot of
5 pages.
information.
5
divulged.
pages.
front and
You're
back.
0.
I wrote Fisk's name. Green.